Welcome to the reading of the first draft of Valora Prime. Please excuse any issues found which are to be expected at this time, but we hope you will still enjoy the reading. Now presenting Valora Prime. Randall Kelly Publishing presents Valora Prime. Read by Davis from Natural Readers, all rights reserved 2024. Evolutio Vitae Incipit. A time before most, in the hidden recesses of hardened soil and clay, there lay a world unknown to many. A world where creatures forged an intricate society that hummed with a rhythm all its own. As I peered into this microcosm of life, I witnessed a saga of cooperation, survival, and the mysteries of existence. The workers, the lifeblood of this sprawling realm, moved with purpose and determination. Some journeyed out into the wild, braving treacherous terrain to secure sustenance for the colony. They foraged tirelessly, collecting food to ensure the survival of their brethren. Meanwhile, others labored within the subterranean chambers, nurturing the queen and her precious offspring. Their role was a symphony of devotion, tending to the heart of their community. Soldiers, with their formidable mandibles and vigilant stance, stood as the guardians of this underground kingdom. Their fierce loyalty to the Dominion was unyielding, and they would readily sacrifice themselves to protect their home. Their existence was a testament to the unity that bound them, the shared destiny they had sworn to uphold. But what of the Queen, the heart and soul of this society? Her very presence was an embodiment of life cycle. The sole purpose of her existence was to perpetuate the colony's future. The workers doted on her, nourishing her with unwavering care, understanding that her offspring were the continuation of their legacy. Conflicts among these creatures are rare, a testament to the harmony that had evolved through millennia of cooperation. The division of labor had bred an environment where each knew its place and function, and their seamless interactions created a tapestry of unity. But life wasn't always like this within their universe. Abrading across eons of etching into history the countless wars, invasions, deceit, turmoil, and hostility, only time could finally bring the collective together. But even in peace, they are always prepared for the threat of history repeating itself. What transpires when an outside force encroaches upon their sanctuary? A formidable response ensues, as all rally together in a united front to protect their realm. Soldiers spring into action, employing their potent venom and sharp jaws to fend off intruders. Defeat was not an option, for the sanctity of their home was a cause worth sacrificing for. In this unseen realm, the colony was a living tapestry of collaboration, resilience, and the enigma of existence. As I stepped away from the ant hill, I gazed upon its hidden saga and marveled at the intricate threads that bound them, creating a vibrant tale of unity, survival, and the ceaseless pursuit of life's mysteries. And so it begins. Episode 1. Shadows of Destiny. Chapter 1, Veil of Cosmic Beauty. In a distant corner of the universe, far beyond the reaches of known space travel, there exists a world that defies imagination, a world of both breathtaking beauty and unrelenting turmoil. This enigmatic planet, shrouded in mystery and coveted by the cosmos, bears the name Valora Prime. Within the tapestry of the cosmos, it finds its place nestled within a star system veiled by cosmic mists and surrounded by celestial wonders that would awe even the most seasoned astronomers. Valora Prime stands as a jewel of the cosmos, a testament to the splendor of creation and the harshness of fate. Its geography reads like a symphony of diverse landscapes, harmonizing in a cacophony of sights and sensations. An eclectic blend of towering crystalline mountains pierces the very heavens, their peaks kissed by the ethereal light of distant stars. Their jagged silhouettes cut through the horizon like the shards of long-forgotten dreams. Beneath the lofty mountains, vast verdant plains stretch as far as the eye can see. These fertile expanses sway with the rhythm of the winds, a dance of life in perpetual motion. Amidst the fields of waving grasses, herds of alien creatures graze, their forms a testament to the diversity of life that calls Valora Prime home. But it is within the radiant bioluminescent forests that the world's true magic unfurls. These mystical groves defy the laws of nature as bioluminescent flora casts an ethereal glow that bathes the landscape in soft luminescence. In the heart of these forests, trees stretch toward the heavens like ancient sentinels, their bark emitting a gentle light that reveals the path for those who dare to venture within. And then there are the sprawling oceans, a crystalline expanse that stretches beyond the horizon. These vast waters shimmer with hues unseen on Earth, a mesmerizing kaleidoscope of colors that dance in response to the sun's caress. The tides sing a timeless song, and the ocean's depths hold secrets untold, harboring creatures that defy the imagination. High above, the starry tapestry of the cosmos unfolds. Nebulas of swirling brilliance paint the night sky with hues that defy description, celestial brushstrokes that tell the stories of ancient constellations. Twin moons cast their silvery glow upon the world, their radiance a soothing balm against the darkness that haunts the void. Yet, amidst this cosmic beauty, turmoil has taken root. The cosmic mists are not only a shroud but also a veil that obscures the struggle below. Here, factions vie for supremacy, driven by ambition and survival. Towers of technological marvels and citadels of arcane knowledge rise from the landscape, symbols of the ceaseless conflict that defines the world below. Valora Prime, a planet of contrasts, where beauty and chaos coexist in a delicate dance. As starlight bathes its landscapes, the cosmos watches over the convergence of destinies. Unbeknownst to its inhabitants, the choices they make will ripple through the fabric of the universe itself, shaping the course of events that lie ahead. Chapter 2, Shadows of Power. As the cosmic ballet of stars and constellations continues its ageless dance above Valora Prime, the planet's surface pulsates with life, a living canvas upon which three distinct factions etch their indelible marks. In the heart of the realm lies the Aurum Dominion, a formidable force that emerges from the shadows with a calculated grace. Led by the Council of Prima, an assembly of powerful aristocrats, the Dominion has harnessed Valora Prime's bountiful mineral resources to establish their dominion over the land. Towering spires adorned with intricate metalwork pierce the sky, casting long shadows that echo their influence. Technological marvels litter the landscape, from towering energy pylons that crackle with energy to sprawling factories that churn out marvels of engineering. Within the hallowed chambers of the council, the air is thick with tension and ambition. Among them stands Elena Voss, a brilliant strategist whose eyes hold the dreams of dominion over Valora Prime's precious resources. Her resolve is unyielding, her mind sharp as the crystalline mountains that dot the horizon. Yet, as whispers of a looming Vara'Kesh invasion reach the Dominion's ears, even the strongest wills are tested. Far from the Dominion's gaze, in the depths of the bioluminescent forests, resides the Arcane Syndicate, a clandestine group of scholars and mystics. Liora Thorne, their enigmatic leader, stands as a beacon of hope. Gifted with potent psychic abilities, Liora's connection to the planet's energies is unmatched. She gazes upon the Dominion's mechanical dominion with sorrowful eyes, longing to free her people from the oppressive yoke. Under the shimmering canopies, the Syndicate weaves a delicate tapestry of defiance. Isara Talon, a young scholar, delves into ancient Valoran texts, unraveling secrets that could tip the scales of power. With the Syndicate's guidance, she harnesses her burgeoning psychic abilities to bridge the gap between the old and the new, becoming a living testament to the hope they cling to. Beneath the planet's surface, the renegade mechanocracy carves out its existence in the metallic heartlands. A society forged from the fires of rebellion, the mechanocracy's factories churn out wonders of innovation and destruction. Viktor Drakon, their resolute commander, leads with a determination as unyielding as the mountains that shelter them. His rugged charm rallies the oppressed, urging them to rise above their past subjugation. Among the smoky forges and flickering neon lights, Kai Arden, a brilliant engineer, breathes life into machines that dance at the edges of possibility. His inventions, a mix of promise and peril, are the heartbeat of the mechanocracy's struggle for recognition. With each bolt tightened and each circuit soldered, Kai cements his place as an embodiment of their collective aspirations. In the midst of these factions, a tapestry of power, ideology, and dreams unfolds. As Valora Prime's cosmos watches, the inhabitants of this enigmatic world find themselves drawn into a conflict that transcends the boundaries of space and time. United by their destinies, these forces, be they of technological might, arcane wisdom, or mechanical ingenuity, will ultimately shape the world's fate, their stories entwining like the constellations above, foretelling a future that trembles on the precipice of the unknown. Chapter 3: Dawn of Resistance. In the sprawling dominion of the Council of Prima, the machinery of power hums ceaselessly, fueled by the planet's rare and precious minerals. The Aurum Dominion's vast citadels cast imposing shadows over the once pristine landscape, their metallic spires reaching greedily for the heavens. The Dominion's technology is a marvel to behold, a symphony of innovation that resonates with a haunting melody. Elena Voss, a high-ranking member of the Council, gazes out from her chamber's window, her thoughts as intricate as the machinery she oversees. She sees the beauty of Valora Prime tainted by the Dominion's greed, its harmony disrupted by exploitation. The Aurum Dominion's thirst for power and resources has cast a pall over the land, leaving a scar that even the cosmic mists cannot fully shroud. Gazing out from the window, her expression contemplative, Elena says, "It's a breathtaking world, isn't it? Valora Prime, a jewel in the cosmos, yet its beauty is marred by the very dominion we've established." Silas Kale enters the chamber with an air of intrigue. "Beauty and power often walk hand in hand, my dear Elena. The Aurum Dominion has risen to prominence through ambition and technological supremacy. These spires, these factories, they symbolize our dominion over the resources that shape the galaxy's destiny." Turning to face Silas, her eyes reflecting a mix of determination and doubt. "But at what cost, Silas? Our dominion thrives on the exploitation of Valora Prime's riches. We've disrupted the delicate harmony of this world, and I can't help but feel the weight of it." Elena strains with vexation. The path to power has never been without its sacrifices. The Council of Prima ensures the survival of our civilization, Elena. The galaxy is a harsh and unforgiving place, and our dominion secures our place among the stars. Soothes Silas as he approaches Elena. "It's not that simple, Silas," sighs Elena. "I've heard whispers of the Vara'Kesh invasion. A looming threat that could bring our dominion to its knees. Perhaps our quest for power and control has left us vulnerable to forces beyond our comprehension." Nodding, his eyes gleaming with an enigmatic light. "Ah, the Vara'Kesh. An ancient race with ambitions of their own. But fear not, Elena. We possess the technological might to repel any invasion. And I have no doubt that your strategic brilliance will guide us through this storm," beams Silas. Gazing out the window once more, her eyes reflecting a mix of determination and doubt, perhaps. But in our pursuit of power, have we lost sight of Valora Prime's true essence? The beauty, the delicate balance that once thrived here? Is it not our responsibility to restore that balance? Cries Elena. Silas in a soothing tone and gently placing his hand on Elena's shoulder. Restoring balance is a noble endeavor, my dear Elena. But power is the currency of the galaxy. We must ensure that the dominion we've built endures. It's a complex tapestry, one where beauty and chaos dance in eternal conflict. Turning to Silas with a fire in her eyes, perhaps you're right, Silas. But as the cosmic mists shroud Valora Prime, I can't help but wonder if our actions will one day unravel the very fabric of this world's destiny, exclaims Elena. Destiny, my dear Elena, is a force that we must shape with our own hands. The Aurum Dominion is a testament to our will, and the choices we make will echo through the cosmos, defining the chapters of our story yet to be written, says a smiling Silas. Turning back to the window, her gaze lingering on the bioluminescent forests, Elena says, I suppose you're right, Silas. The future of Valora Prime rests in our hands, and we must find a way to ensure that its beauty and its destiny endure. The two stand in silence, gazing out at the world beyond the window, where the cosmic mists continue to veil the struggles and aspirations of Valora Prime. As the Dominion's iron grip tightens, cracks begin to appear beneath the surface. In the depths of the bioluminescent forests, the arcane syndicate's tendrils of resistance slowly unfurl. Liora Thorne, their enigmatic leader, harnesses her psychic abilities to rally her followers against the oppressive Dominion. Within the syndicate's hidden sanctuaries, scholars and mystics weave spells and whispers, biding their time to strike back. Isara Talon, a beacon of hope for the syndicate, immerses herself in ancient texts that tell of a time before the Dominion's reign. As the syndicate's guiding light, she learns to harness the planet's energies, channeling them to awaken dormant forces. With each secret unveiled, a path towards liberation becomes clearer, forged by a power that transcends mere machines. Amidst the dim glow of the arcane syndicate's hidden sanctuary, Isara's voice carries a sense of determination. The Dominion's grip on Valora Prime tightens with each passing day. We must act soon, Liora, before their insatiable thirst for power consumes everything. Patience, Isara. Comforts Liora with her eyes glinting with a mixture of concern and resolve. Our time will come, and when it does, our resistance will be a beacon of hope for those who dare to challenge the Dominion's tyranny. Her fingers tracing the intricate patterns of the ancient texts, Isara whispers, these texts speak of a time before the Dominion's reign, a time when Valora Prime's energies were in harmony with all life. Can we truly rekindle that balance? While moving closer with her gaze locked onto Isara's, Liora says empowering, the planet's energies run deep, Isara. They pulse within us, waiting for the right catalyst. With your burgeoning abilities and the knowledge we've gathered, we can channel those energies and awaken forces that lie dormant. I've sensed the vibrations within the forests, the ocean's rhythm, and the very mountains that surround us. It's as if Valora Prime is calling out, longing for a return to its natural harmony, gleamed Isara with a new sense of purpose. We must tread carefully, says Liora, nodding with her voice carrying the weight of responsibility. The Dominion's grasp is unyielding, and they will stop at nothing to maintain their control. But the power we possess, Valora Prime's power, is a force that can counter their mechanized might. We will rally the syndicate, Liora, says Isara with clenched fists and her resolve unshaken. We'll gather those who share our vision and challenge the Dominion's reign. Our whispers of resistance will become a chorus of change. Her fingers brushing against Isara's, a gesture of camaraderie. The Dominion may cast shadows upon Valora Prime, but remember, shadows can be harnessed to create paths of light. Our time to rise draws near, Isara. Together, we shall weave a tapestry of defiance that will shake the foundations of their dominion. Liora says with unwavering command. Looking out towards the radiant bioluminescent forests, her voice a blend of hope and determination, Isara says, just as these forests glow in the darkness, so shall our resistance illuminate the path towards liberation. Valora Prime's magic lives within us, Liora, and we'll make sure its light shines brightly once more. Yes, Isara, says Liora as she places her hand on Isara's shoulder and her voice a whisper of encouragement. Let our actions echo through time and space, resonating with the very heartbeat of Valora Prime. The dawn of resistance approaches, and with it, the promise of a new era. In the heartlands of the renegade mechanocracy, the echo of industry drowns out the sound of subjugation. Viktor Drakon, their charismatic commander, oversees the rise of an army of metallic titans, each one a testament to the mechanocracy's defiance. The once oppressed now forge their own destiny, the pounding of their hammers resonating like the heartbeats of rebellion. Kai Arden, the mechanocracy's brilliant engineer, stands amid the assembly lines, his hands shaping the future of resistance. His creations are a fusion of ingenuity and determination, mechanical marvels that challenge the Dominion's technological supremacy. With sparks flying and circuits whirring, Kai embodies the spirit of innovation that has driven his faction's resurgence. Viktor Drakon standing amidst the clatter of machinery, his voice commanding attention. Kai, my friend, the mechanocracy's rise has been nothing short of remarkable. These machines of ours, these metal behemoths, are turning the tides of our destiny. Viktor, we're not just building machines, we're forging a future where we determine our own fate, grunts Kai while wiping sweat from his brow with a proud grin on his face. These creations of mine are a testament to our resilience and defiance. His eyes gleaming with fierce determination, Viktor irritably says, the Dominion thought they could keep us down, drain our spirits with their oppression. But we've proven that even the harshest chains can't shackle the spirit of rebellion. Each piece of machinery that leaves these forges carries a message, as Kai admires the colossal machine taking shape before him. A message that tells the Dominion we won't bend to their rule. Our inventions are whispers of freedom turned into reality. You, Kai, are the heartbeat of this resurgence. Your mind gives life to these steel giants, and your hands craft the tools of our liberation, says Viktor with a mix of pride and camaraderie while resting his hand on Kai's shoulder. With a solemn nod and his voice tinged with conviction, Kai says, these machines are more than gears and circuits. They're symbols of hope for those who thought they were forgotten. And when they march alongside us, they'll be the symphony of our defiance that echoes through the Dominion's halls. Viktor's gaze shifting to the towering creations around them, his voice low and steady. Our forces grow, Kai. The mechanocracy's name reverberates across Valora Prime, a name that's synonymous with resistance. Kai places a clenched fist over his heart and with a spark of determination in his eyes says, Viktor, I'm not just engineering machines, I'm crafting a legacy for our people. We will rise above the Dominion's oppression and carve our place in history. Let our enemies hear the roar of these engines, Kai, and know that the renegade mechanocracy stands unyielding, Viktor's voice carrying a mixture of determination and brotherhood. Our iron wills match the iron that shapes these machines. A grin breaking across Kai's face along with his voice rising with fervor, the Dominion may cast shadows upon Valora Prime, but in the glare of our defiance, those shadows will fade. Together, we'll write a new chapter, one of liberation and unbreakable spirit. As the mechanocracy's commander, I stand with you, my friend, says Viktor clasping Kai's shoulder in a gesture of unity. With every bolt we tighten, with every machine we build, we inch closer to a future where our people reign free. Kai turns his gaze towards the horizon, his voice carrying the weight of the mechanocracy's aspirations, and when that future dawns, Viktor, the Dominion will know that they can't suppress the brilliance of Valora Prime's true potential. As the shadows of power stretch and intertwine, the cosmic tapestry above Valora Prime bears witness to the birth of a new era. The Dominion's grip weakens as whispers of resistance spread through the winds, the bioluminescent forests whispering secrets of ancient might, and the metallic heartlands of the mechanocracy hammer out a symphony of defiance. The fate of Valora Prime hangs in the balance, as its inhabitants take their first steps towards rewriting their history, a history that will echo through the cosmos itself, a harmonious melody of chaos and beauty, of turmoil and redemption. Chapter 4, Echoes of War. In the heart of the Vara'Kesh mothership, a colossal vessel that spans the breadth of a small moon, Vara'Kesh stands before a panoramic viewport. The view before him is one of shimmering stars and swirling cosmic clouds, a canvas of uncharted territories waiting to be conquered. His eyes, like polished obsidian, reflect the hunger for power that drives him. Vara'Kesh's voice resonates with authority as he addresses his assembled council of advisors. My fellow leaders of the Vara'Kesh, the time has come to extend our dominion. Valora Prime, a jewel hidden amidst the cosmic tapestry, beckons us with its untapped resources. The strategic importance of this world cannot be understated. The Council, a diverse assembly of alien races, listen with rapt attention. As Vara'Kesh continues, his words drip with the promise of conquest. Our agents have infiltrated Valora Prime's affairs, and reports reveal a planet in turmoil. Factions vie for dominance, their conflicts masking the planet's true potential. On the surface of Valora Prime, the cosmic mists sway like tendrils of uncertainty. The people, unaware of the impending threat, continue their daily lives amidst the beauty and chaos that defines their world. Among them, Kara Ravenna moves with calculated grace, her presence as enigmatic as the shifting mists. Disguised as a Valora Prime native, she navigates through bustling markets, listening to whispers that weave the stories of the faction's struggles. As Kara walks through a frenzied swirl of sellers and buyers, she overhears snippets of conversations. The arcane syndicate's whispers of resistance grow stronger, one vendor mutters. The mechanocracy's machines are reshaping our destiny, another whispers to a potential buyer. Amidst the crowd, Kara's implant receives a transmission from the Vara'Kesh mothership. A holographic image of Vara'Kesh materializes before her eyes. Kara Ravenna, our scouts have confirmed Valora Prime's strategic significance. The planet's resources and unique energy signatures can fuel our war machine and expand our dominion. Kara's lips curl into a concealed grimace. Understood, Warlord Sarn. I'll continue my assessment of the local factions and gather any intel that can aid our invasion. Vara'Kesh's gaze, unyielding as the void itself, fixes upon her. Remember, Kara, you are our eyes and ears. You must ensure the success of this mission. Do not let personal sentiments sway you. Cutting the transmission, Kara finds herself torn between her duty and the connection she's formed with the people of Valora Prime. As she wanders through a bioluminescent forest, the soft glow casts an otherworldly light on her troubled expression. Back on the Vara'Kesh mothership, Vara'Kesh paces within his war room. Maps of Valora Prime's landscapes are displayed across holographic screens. The Valora Prime factions must not suspect our intentions until it's too late, he says to a high-ranking officer, who nods in agreement. We'll deploy diversionary strikes on their outlying installations, the officer suggests, his fingers dancing across a holographic console. They'll be too preoccupied to realize the true scale of our invasion. Vara'Kesh's eyes gleam with satisfaction. Excellent. We shall cloak our mothership within the cosmic mists, using them to mask our approach. Once we've established a foothold, our invasion force will strike with the fury of a cosmic tempest. Back on Valora Prime, the tensions escalate as the factions' conflicts intensify. The Dominion citadels grow more imposing, the Syndicate's whispers of resistance grow louder, and the mechanocracy's machines rumble with newfound strength. Kara Ravenna finds herself entangled in this intricate web of power, her loyalty divided between her people and the Vara'Kesh. Amidst the cosmic mists that shroud Valora Prime's destiny, a storm gathers. The planet's inhabitants remain oblivious to the impending tempest, while above, the Vara'Kesh hegemony's shadows loom larger, their ambition a dark cloud threatening to obscure the beauty and chaos that define this enigmatic world. As the Vara'Kesh war machine grinds into motion, the echoes of war grow stronger, and the fate of Valora Prime trembles on the precipice of an uncertain future. Episode 2. Threads of Unity and Dissonance. Chapter 5, Echoes of Doubt. High above the Aurum Dominion's sprawling citadels, the cosmos continued its eternal dance, the stars and nebulae indifferent to the struggles unfolding on Valora Prime's surface. Within the heart of the Dominion, Elena Voss stood in her private chamber, her gaze fixed upon the distant horizon. The radiant bioluminescent forests glowed softly, their ethereal light casting an otherworldly glow upon her contemplative expression. The weight of her internal conflict pressed heavily upon her shoulders, like the burdensome shadows that lingered beneath the Dominion's imposing spires. The words exchanged with Silas Kale echoed in her mind, a symphony of doubt and determination that played like a haunting melody. The memory of Valora Prime's natural beauty clashed with the Dominion's ceaseless pursuit of power, leaving Elena torn between her loyalties and her convictions. As she paced the chamber's marble floor, Elena's thoughts raced, her heart a battleground of opposing ideals. The memories of her childhood, of gazing upon the landscapes of Valora Prime with wonder and awe, were now juxtaposed with the Dominion's relentless exploitation of the planet's resources. The beauty of the world she loved was being eroded by the Dominion's ambition, leaving behind a scar that pained her deeply. Silas Kale's voice resounded in her mind, his pragmatism contrasting with her longing for a balance that seemed lost. Power and beauty often walk hand in hand, he had said. But Elena couldn't shake the feeling that power, as wielded by the Dominion, had cost them more than they realized. The cosmic mists that veiled Valora Prime seemed to shroud the morality of their actions as well, leaving her questioning the path they had chosen. Her gaze turned to the holographic console in her chamber, displaying data on the Dominion's resource extraction operations. The images of towering energy pylons and sprawling factories seemed to accuse her, their metallic forms symbolizing the Dominion's thirst for control. The dichotomy between the harmony she remembered and the dominance they enforced was a knot she couldn't untangle. The transmission from Silas Kale flashed in her mind, his voice soothing and yet heavy with the weight of responsibility. The Vara'Kesh may pose a threat, my dear Elena, but we possess the technological might to repel any invasion. His words were reassuring, a reminder of the Dominion's strength. And yet, as a doubtless Vara'Kesh invasion torments her mind, so did the reality that their Dominion might crumble under its own weight. Elena moved to the window once more, her eyes tracing the bioluminescent forest's glow, a beauty that had remained untouched by the Dominion's grasp. She whispered to the cosmic winds, "Can power truly justify the cost we pay? Are the Dominion's ambitions worth the destruction we've wrought upon Valora Prime's essence?" As if in response, memories of her fellow Dominion members and their ambitions surfaced. The Council of Prima, the machinery of Dominion, all relied on her strategic brilliance to secure their place in the galaxy. Her mind was a tapestry woven with the threads of power, woven with the hopes of a civilization that looked to her for guidance. Yet, amidst it all, she felt like a lone star lost in a cosmic sea of uncertainty. Her fingers traced the patterns etched into the crystal windowpane, an echo of the intricate interplay between beauty and chaos that defined Valora Prime. The world below held secrets and struggles, the factions clashing like cosmic titans. And at the center of it all was Elena, torn between the ideals of harmony she cherished and the pragmatism of power she wielded. With a determined breath, Elena straightened her posture, a resolve burning within her eyes. Her voice, a mixture of conviction and turmoil, echoed in the chamber, "I must find a way to reconcile the Dominion's might with Valora Prime's true essence. The beauty that once flourished here cannot be sacrificed in the name of power alone." As the cosmic mists veiled the path ahead, Elena's internal conflict deepened, her steps echoing the complex dance between her duty and her heart's yearning. The fate of Valora Prime hung in the balance, and as the stars above continued their ageless journey, she knew that the choices she made would resonate through the cosmos itself, shaping a future that trembled with echoes of doubt and redemption. Chapter 6, Symphony of Shadows. In the heart of the Arcane Syndicate's hidden sanctuary, Liora Thorne stood beneath the glow of bioluminescent flora, her gaze fixed on the flickering holographic displays that adorned the chamber. Symbols and runes danced in the air, a testament to the Syndicate's mystic pursuits. Liora's thoughts, however, were far from the ethereal patterns before her. They were consumed by a relentless struggle that mirrored the dichotomy of Valora Prime itself. A tapestry of conflict wove within her mind the symphony of pacifism and the cacophony of necessity. Liora believed in the sanctity of life and the harmony that Valora Prime once embodied. But the Dominion's oppressive reign, the mechanocracy's machines of war, and the looming Vara'Kesh threat had cast discord upon that harmony. The Syndicate's whispers of resistance were growing louder, and Liora found herself at a crossroads. Her fingers brushed over an ancient tome, its pages filled with wisdom from times long past. As the words of sages and seers resonated in her mind, Liora's heart grew heavy with the weight of her responsibility. She had always sought to guide her people toward the path of least resistance, to channel the planet's energies for healing and growth. And yet, the Syndicate's members looked to her for leadership, for a way to stand against the Dominion's tyranny. Isara Talon, a beacon of hope for the Syndicate, approached Liora with a determined gaze. Liora, the Dominion's grasp tightens every day. Our people suffer under their rule, and their machines desecrate the land. The Syndicate yearns for a way to push back, to restore the balance that's been shattered. Liora's voice, gentle as a breeze through the bioluminescent forest, held a tinge of sorrow. Isara, our path has always been one of pacifism and enlightenment. To stand against the Dominion with force would be to abandon our principles, to forsake the essence of Valora Prime. Isara's eyes shone with unwavering determination. But Liora, can't pacifism also become a form of surrender? Our ideals are pure, but they mean nothing if we're swept away by the tide of oppression. Our planet's essence is being tainted, and the Syndicate's magic can be our weapon, a weapon of light against the shadows. Liora's thoughts swirled like the cosmic mists that veiled Valora Prime's destiny. She had felt the planet's energies pulsing within her, a connection that ran deeper than words could convey. The Syndicate's power was a gift, a conduit to the very heart of the world they sought to protect. But to harness that power for war, to wield it as a weapon, was a path she had always resisted. She turned her gaze to the holographic display once more, the symbols shifting and rearranging as if mirroring the choices that danced before her. Isara, the Syndicate's magic is a beacon of hope, a testament to Valora Prime's enduring spirit. But to unleash it in a violent conflict risks corrupting the very essence we seek to preserve. Isara's voice, passionate and unyielding, responded, Liora, we don't seek violence for its own sake. We seek justice, liberation, a chance for Valora Prime to reclaim its beauty and harmony. Our magic can be a force for good, a light in the darkness that can guide our people toward a future free from oppression. Liora's brow furrowed in contemplation, torn between her ideals and the urgency of the moment. She knew the Syndicate's members looked to her for guidance, for a path forward. And yet, the shadows of doubt clung to her like the cosmic mists. Isara, our magic is a reflection of our connection to Valora Prime. To use it as a weapon could tip the delicate balance we seek to restore. Isara's expression softened, her voice carrying empathy and understanding. Liora, I don't advocate for abandoning our principles entirely. But perhaps there's a way to harmonize them with the needs of the present. We can be a beacon of resistance without succumbing to the same darkness we fight against. Liora's fingers traced the holographic patterns, her eyes locked onto the shifting symbols as if seeking guidance from the very essence of Valora Prime. She had always believed that true strength lay in unity and the delicate threads that connected all living things. And as Isara's words resonated in her heart, she felt a spark of inspiration, a way to unite the Syndicate's magic with their pacifist ideals. Isara, Liora said, her voice a blend of determination and hope, you've reminded me that our magic is a gift, a thread that ties us to Valora Prime's essence. Let us weave that thread into a tapestry of unity and resistance. Our magic will guide us, not as a weapon of destruction, but as a force that illuminates the path toward liberation. Isara's eyes lit up with understanding and agreement. Liora, together we can be a beacon of light against the Dominion's shadows. We'll use our magic to reveal the truth, to inspire others to rise against oppression. Valora Prime's essence will guide our steps, and the Syndicate's whispers will become a chorus of unity. Liora smiled, a mixture of relief and resolve washing over her. She gazed out at the bioluminescent forest beyond, the gentle glow a reminder of the delicate balance they sought to restore. Isara, let us stand as a symphony of shadows and light, a harmonious force that challenges the Dominion's discord. Valora Prime's beauty and our ideals will shine as one. As Isara nodded in agreement, the two women stood side by side in the heart of the sanctuary. The cosmic mists that enveloped Valora Prime seemed to stir with the promise of change, and amidst the struggle between pacifism and resistance, Liora had found a melody that resonated with her soul, a melody that would echo through the cosmos, a symphony of unity and dissonance. Chapter 7, Forge of Unity. Viktor Drakon, the visionary leader of the renegade mechanocracy, stood upon the precipice of his mechanized stronghold, his gaze fixated on the sprawling expanse of his faction's territory. Towers of industry loomed like giants, belching plumes of steam into the sky. The metallic symphony of clanging gears and whirring machinery was a constant reminder of the power he wielded and the responsibility that weighed heavy on his shoulders. Internal divisions threatened to splinter the unity he had fought so hard to forge. The mechanocracy, born from a desire to challenge the Aurum Dominion's dominance, had grown powerful. But power, as Viktor had come to understand, was a double-edged sword. The same machines that empowered them also sowed discord among his ranks. Among the mechanocracy's members, there were those who believed in a pragmatic approach, utilizing technology to dismantle the Dominion's reign. Others, driven by a desire for radical change, advocated for a more aggressive stance, even if it meant causing collateral damage. This ideological divide simmered beneath the surface, threatening to tear the faction apart when unity was needed most. Viktor's right-hand engineer, Kai Arden, approached him, her expression a mix of concern and determination. "Viktor, the divisions are growing deeper. Our engineers clash with the radicals, and it's causing disruptions in our operations. If we're to challenge the Dominion, we must first unify our own ranks." Viktor nodded, his gaze still fixed on the horizon. "Unity is our strength, Kai. The Dominion thrives on order and control. We must show them the power of adaptation and ingenuity. But to do that, we need every cog in our machine to turn in harmony." Kai's gaze remained steady, her voice resolute. "What about the radicals, Viktor? Their passion could be an asset, but their methods risk alienating our own people and the very planet we're fighting to liberate." Viktor's fingers clenched into a fist, his resolve hardening. Passion is essential, but it must be channeled constructively. The Dominion exploits division. We shall not fall into the same trap. Determined to bridge the gap, Viktor called for a council of leaders within the mechanocracy, a gathering of engineers, strategists, and radicals. The tension in the room was palpable as they debated the best course of action. Disagreements flared, fueled by the intensity of their convictions. Viktor stood before them, his voice commanding the room's attention. "We are united by a common goal, the liberation of Valora Prime. Our tools are our minds and our machines. But if we fracture ourselves with dissent, we weaken our power." A fiery-haired radical, Lyra Tempest, challenged him. "Unity at the cost of passion is a hollow victory. We must strike boldly if we're to be a force that shakes the Dominion's foundation." Viktor's gaze met Lyra's, his eyes unwavering. "Boldness without strategy is chaos. We are the engineers of change, the architects of Valora Prime's destiny. Our machines can be tools of destruction or instruments of rebirth. It is up to us. Kai stepped forward, her voice measured and firm. Viktor is right. Our strength lies in our diversity, but our power lies in our unity. The Dominion exploits Valora Prime's resources. We shall harness its essence to forge a brighter future. Lyra's expression softened, her fiery resolve tempered by reflection. Perhaps you're right. We must channel our passions toward a common purpose. To overcome the Dominion, we must be a beacon of innovation, not a storm of chaos. As the council's members nodded in agreement, Viktor's shoulders relaxed. Then let us embark on a new path, a path of unity and calculated rebellion. Our machines will not only challenge the Dominion but also restore balance to Valora Prime. As engineers and visionaries, we are stewards of a cosmic legacy. In the days that followed, Viktor and his council worked tirelessly to develop a comprehensive strategy, one that harnessed the radical passion and engineering prowess of the mechanocracy. They established clear goals, each step informed by the planet's essence and the shared conviction to save it from the Dominion's grasp. Collaboration blossomed as engineers worked with radicals to modify technology, turning it into a force for liberation, not destruction. Divisions began to dissolve as members saw the value in each other's perspectives. The cacophony of machinery harmonized with the drive for radical change, creating a symphony of innovation. Viktor, standing once again upon the precipice, surveyed the unified landscape before him. The mechanized towers gleamed, not just as symbols of technological might, but as testaments to unity in the face of division. The cosmic mists that veiled Valora Prime's destiny seemed to part, revealing a future forged through collaboration and determination. As the mechanocracy's machines roared to life, their purpose had transformed. They were no longer just tools of defiance, they were instruments of hope. Viktor knew that the path ahead would be fraught with challenges, but the unity they had achieved would be their greatest asset. In a world of conflict and power struggles, the renegade mechanocracy stood as a beacon, a testament to the possibility of change, even in the midst of chaos. Chapter 8: Echoes of Redemption. Kara Ravenna, an agent of the Vara'Kesh, moved like a shadow through the bioluminescent forests of Valora Prime. Her steps were silent, her presence nearly imperceptible amidst the ethereal glow of the flora. She had spent months embedded on the planet, gathering intelligence on the Dominion's weaknesses, and her loyalty to her people had always burned unwaveringly. However, as time passed, something began to change within her. The beauty of Valora Prime's landscapes, the intricate dance of its inhabitants, stirred emotions she had long buried. Kara's heart, once consumed by loyalty to the Vara'Kesh cause, began to resonate with the planet's essence, a harmony that defied the Dominion's control. Her surveillance of a Dominion outpost brought her to the edge of a small clearing where Valora Prime's native creatures congregated. Creatures of all shapes and sizes, their bioluminescent bodies shimmering like stars, gathered in an almost ceremonial manner. Their movements were a symphony of fluid grace, a testament to the interconnectedness that bound them. Kara's keen eyes caught sight of a wounded creature, its luminescence dimmed and fading. As if sensing her presence, the injured being turned its gaze toward her. Kara felt a pang of empathy, a connection that tugged at the edges of her loyalty. Her training told her to remain detached, to focus on her mission, but the planet's essence whispered a different truth, one of unity and compassion. Kara's fingers trembled as she reached out, her instincts warring with her training. As her touch met the creature's skin, a surge of energy pulsed through her. Images flashed before her eyes, moments of Valora Prime's history, tales of struggle and resilience, joy and sorrow. She saw the Dominion's influence like a stain upon the planet's vibrant tapestry. Torn between her loyalty to the Vara'Kesh and the newfound connection she felt to Valora Prime, Kara withdrew her hand. Her heart raced, the echoes of her actions reverberating through her thoughts. A voice, almost like a whisper on the cosmic winds, resonated within her mind. You are not bound by the choices of others. Your destiny is your own. In the days that followed, Kara found herself drawn to the creatures and landscapes of Valora Prime. She watched as they cared for one another, as their harmony contrasted starkly with the Dominion's exploitation. The weight of her divided loyalty pressed heavily upon her shoulders, like the burden of the shadows that clung to her past. One evening, as the cosmic mists danced across the sky, Kara sought solitude within the heart of a bioluminescent forest. The creatures gathered around her, their presence soothing, their essence a reminder of the unity she had come to cherish. The memories of her people, their struggles and determination, warred with the beauty of the planet before her. A voice broke the silence, a gentle voice that resonated from within, as if a part of Valora Prime itself spoke to her. In unity, there is strength. In harmony, there is balance. Kara closed her eyes, allowing the planet's essence to envelop her. The division she felt within herself began to fade, replaced by a yearning for a different kind of loyalty, one that transcended boundaries and allegiances. The next day, Kara watched the sunrise from the crest of a crystalline mountain. The vista before her was a tapestry woven with the threads of Valora Prime's history, a history marred by conflict, yet resilient in its beauty. She whispered to the winds, her voice carrying the echoes of doubt and redemption. I have served my people with unwavering loyalty, but now I find myself torn between duty and something more. Valora Prime's essence speaks of unity, of a harmony that defies the Dominion's control. Is it possible to find a path that unites my people's cause with the planet's desire for freedom? As the cosmic mists swirled around her, Kara's heart yearned for answers, for a way to bridge the gap between her loyalty to the Vara'Kesh and her newfound connection to Valora Prime's inhabitants. The echoes of redemption whispered within her, a melody that resonated with her soul and set her on a path of discovery, a path that would challenge her convictions and reshape the destiny of Valora Prime itself. Episode 3. Entwined Destinies. Chapter 9, Schemes of Unity. The grand chamber of the Council of Prima was a tapestry of shimmering lights and austere figures. As the leaders of the Aurum Dominion convened, their intentions as diverse as the galaxies themselves, Elena Voss moved through the chamber with a purposeful stride. Her steps were measured, her posture resolute, concealing the storm of doubt that raged within her. Elena knew that the fate of Valora Prime hung in the balance, caught between the Dominion's insatiable hunger for power and the fragile beauty she had come to revere. The symphony of her internal conflict was masked by the outward demeanor of a loyal council member, a strategist with a reputation for cunning moves. As she took her seat at the marble table, her gaze met Silas Kale's across the chamber. The enigmatic figure exuded a quiet confidence, his presence a soothing counterpoint to Elena's doubts. They shared a connection born of shared ideals, an alliance forged in whispers and sidelong glances, obscured from the prying eyes of the council. The discussion at hand centered on the impending Vara'Kesh threat. Varric Sarn's intentions loomed large, casting shadows over the Dominion's plans. The council's voices filled the chamber like a chorus of stars, each council member advocating their own strategies. Some clamored for military might, while others leaned towards negotiation. The symphony of opinions reflected the discord that had crept into the Dominion's unity. Elena saw her opportunity amidst the tumult. Like a maestro orchestrating a complex melody, she waited for the right moment to interject. When the conversation reached a crescendo, she rose to her feet, her voice clear and measured as she spoke. Esteemed members of the Council, our strategies must be as multifaceted as the cosmos itself. It is in unity that we shall find our strength. The chamber fell into a hushed anticipation. Elena's words held a resonance that resonated beyond the syllables themselves. She continued, her gaze sweeping across the faces of her fellow council members. We must not forsake our technological prowess, but nor should we overlook the power of diplomacy. It is by combining the Dominion's strength with Valora Prime's essence that we can forge a path forward. Whispers of agreement and dissent danced in the air, their nuances a reflection of the complexities at play. It was then that Silas Kale rose, his presence commanding attention. Elena speaks true. Our Dominion's might is undeniable, but it must be wielded wisely. We should extend an olive branch, a gesture of unity, to those who seek negotiation. Silas's words held an air of authority, a gravity that quieted the chamber. Elena's heart swelled with a mix of gratitude and hope. Together, their voices harmonized, creating a resonance that echoed beyond the walls of the council chamber. Their alliance was a thread woven into the symphony of Valora Prime's destiny. As the discussion continued, Elena and Silas discreetly exchanged glances, their unspoken communication a testament to their shared understanding. Their strategic maneuvering within the council was a dance of unity and collaboration, a symphony of ideas that sought to bridge the gap between power and beauty. As the council's deliberations concluded, Elena's mind raced with plans and contingencies. The Dominion's technological prowess, guided by her strategic brilliance and Silas's pragmatism, had the potential to repel the Vara'Kesh invasion while preserving Valora Prime's essence. The cosmic mists that veiled the future shifted, revealing glimpses of a path forged through unity and dissonance, a path that could determine the very fate of the planet. As the council dispersed and the grand chamber emptied, Elena and Silas remained behind for a fleeting moment. Their eyes met, their shared purpose a bond that transcended allegiances. "We are the architects of Valora Prime's destiny," Silas said, his voice a whisper that resonated through the chamber. Elena nodded, a determined fire burning in her eyes. "And together, we shall ensure that destiny is one of unity, strength, and the delicate balance between power and beauty." The two allies parted ways, each walking their separate paths yet forever intertwined in the symphony that played out on Valora Prime's cosmic stage. The mists of uncertainty swirled around them, carrying with them the echoes of their alliance, the echoes of hope, and the echoes of a future yet to be written. Chapter 10, Resonance of Liberation. In the heart of the arcane syndicate's sanctum, a soft glow emanated from Liora Thorne's hands. The gentle luminescence danced like starlight on her skin as she hovered over an ancient tome, eyes focused on the words that seemed to shimmer with their own arcane energy. Liora's pursuit of understanding had evolved from the theoretical to the tangible, as she sought to harness the very essence of Valora Prime's energies for the cause of resistance. The air within the sanctum hummed with a quiet energy, the same energy that flowed through Valora Prime's bioluminescent forests and crystalline mountains. Liora had spent countless hours delving into the mystical texts that adorned the shelves, deciphering their cryptic passages and unlocking secrets that were long forgotten. She had come to realize that Valora Prime's harmony held the key to countering the Dominion's power. As Liora's fingers traced intricate patterns in the air, the pages of the ancient tome turned on their own, revealing a diagram that depicted the convergence of cosmic energies. The diagram was a map, a guide to channeling Valora Prime's essence and using it as a weapon against the Dominion's technological supremacy. Liora's heart quickened with excitement and determination. Guided by the wisdom of the text and the resonance of the planet itself, Liora began her incantation. Her voice was like a melody, carrying the weight of generations of arcane scholars who had come before her. The very walls of the sanctum seemed to vibrate in response, attuned to the frequencies of Valora Prime's cosmic energies. With each word of the incantation, Liora felt a surge of power coursing through her veins. The air around her shimmered as threads of energy intertwined, weaving a tapestry of light and magic. Her efforts were not in vain. She could sense the threads of resistance aligning with Valora Prime's essence, drawing strength from the very heart of the planet. As the incantation reached its crescendo, the energy within the sanctum intensified. A radiant beam of light shot forth from Liora's outstretched hand, its brilliance blinding in its intensity. The beam pierced through the ceiling of the sanctum, extending into the cosmos itself, a beacon of hope and defiance against the Dominion's shadow. Liora's heart swelled with a mixture of triumph and exhaustion as the beam gradually receded. She knew that this was just the beginning, that harnessing Valora Prime's energies required careful refinement and mastery. Yet, in this moment, she had touched the very essence of the planet, felt its heartbeat, and channeled its power. As the sanctum returned to its tranquil stillness, Liora closed her eyes, her mind a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. The path of resistance was arduous, the challenges daunting, but she was no longer alone in this endeavor. She had heard whispers of Isara Talon's research and Viktor Drakon's machines, and now she held a thread of Valora Prime's essence in her hands. With renewed determination, Liora opened her eyes, her gaze falling upon a holographic map of Valora Prime. The Dominion's towers of technological marvels glowed menacingly, a stark contrast to the planet's natural beauty. Liora's lips curved into a determined smile as she whispered to herself,
"We shall weave a new symphony, one that harmonizes the power of Valora Prime's essence with the voices of resistance."
The cosmic mists that enveloped Valora Prime seemed to dance in response, carrying with them the echoes of Liora's conviction and the promise of a future where power, balance, and beauty would converge in a crescendo of liberation. And as the next chapter of destiny unfolded, Liora Thorne would stand as both a guardian of arcane wisdom and a beacon of hope, guiding the way towards a harmonious future for Valora Prime and all its inhabitants. Chapter 11, Innovations of Rebellion. Within the heart of the renegade mechanocracy's hidden stronghold, a symphony of clinking gears, hissing steam, and sparking circuits filled the air. Viktor Drakon, the visionary leader of the mechanocracy, stood amidst a labyrinth of metal and machinery, his gaze fixed on a colossal construct that dominated the chamber. This was his masterpiece, a testament to his belief that technology could be a conduit for liberation. The construct, known as the Arcanum Siegebreaker, was a marvel of engineering and defiance. Its towering frame was a fusion of metal and crystal, an amalgamation of the mechanical and the arcane. Viktor's eyes glittered with a fierce determination as he studied the Siegebreaker's intricate mechanisms, each gear and rune carefully designed to harness the very essence of Valora Prime. Viktor's journey had been one of transformation. From his early days as a skilled engineer within the Dominion's ranks, he had grown disillusioned with their oppressive rule. With each passing day, his conviction had deepened, leading him to found the Mechanocracy, a faction of rebels, radicals, and visionaries who believed that technology could be the key to breaking the Dominion's hold. As Viktor surveyed his creation, his mind raced with ideas. The Siegebreaker's purpose was clear: to challenge the Dominion's technological supremacy head-on. Its weapons were precision, engineered to exploit weaknesses in the Dominion's defenses, while its arcane core allowed it to draw upon the planet's energies, infusing its attacks with a power that transcended the material world. Kai Arden, Viktor's trusted engineer and confidant, approached him with a respectful nod. "The Siegebreaker is ready for its first test, Viktor. Its power core is stable, and all systems are operational." Viktor's lips curled into a satisfied smile as he gazed at Kai. Together, they had poured their brilliance into this creation, each cog and circuit a testament to their determination. "Very well, Kai. Let us see how our creation fares against the Dominion's machines of oppression." The duo made their way to the control room, where a bank of monitors displayed real-time feeds from the Siegebreaker's sensors. As Viktor manipulated controls, the Siegebreaker's massive form stirred to life, its joints whirring and servos humming with activity. With a resounding hum, the Siegebreaker strode forward, its footsteps echoing through the chamber like the determined march of an army. Outside the stronghold, the Mechanocracy's rebels watched in awe as the Siegebreaker emerged. Some held their breath, their eyes wide with anticipation. Others exchanged excited whispers, their faces illuminated by the Siegebreaker's ethereal glow. For them, this was more than just a machine, it was a symbol of their resistance, a beacon of hope against the Dominion's tyranny. Viktor's hands danced across the control panel, guiding the Siegebreaker through a series of intricate maneuvers. Its energy cannons unleashed devastating blasts that obliterated targets with pinpoint accuracy. The Siegebreaker's armor, reinforced with Valora Prime's essence, deflected attacks that would have shattered lesser constructs. As the demonstration reached its climax, Viktor's heart swelled with pride. The Siegebreaker was more than he had ever imagined, a fusion of his engineering prowess and his unwavering belief in the potential of technology. With its arsenal of innovation and Valora Prime's energies at its command, it was a force to be reckoned with. As the Siegebreaker returned to its resting position, Viktor turned to Kai, a fire burning in his eyes. We have shown the Dominion that their power is not absolute. With the Arcanum Siegebreaker, we have a chance to level the playing field, to tip the balance of power in favor of the oppressed. Kai nodded in agreement, his gaze fixed on the Siegebreaker's imposing form. And with each innovation we bring to life, we inch closer to a future where Valora Prime's essence is not just a source of power for the Dominion, but a wellspring of liberation for all who call this planet home. Viktor's gaze shifted from the Siegebreaker to the holographic representation of Valora Prime. The planet's beauty and turmoil were reflected in his eyes, a reflection of his own internal struggle. But now, with the Siegebreaker as his instrument of change, he felt a sense of purpose unlike any before. As the renegade mechanocracy prepared to launch its campaign against the Dominion, Viktor's vision for a future of unity and empowerment burned brighter than ever. The cosmic mists that enshrouded Valora Prime seemed to whisper their approval, carrying with them the echoes of innovation, rebellion, and the promise of a destiny shaped by the hands of those who dared to challenge the status quo. Chapter 12, Whispers of Betrayal. Beneath the canopy of Valora Prime's bioluminescent forest, shadows danced with a gentle luminescence, casting an otherworldly glow upon Kara Ravenna's troubled visage. The Vara'Kesh agent stood at a crossroads, her heart torn between loyalties to her people and the burgeoning connection she felt to the planet's harmony. Each step she took seemed to echo with uncertainty, each decision a delicate balance between duty and newfound revelation. The forest symphony, a delicate melody of rustling leaves and distant whispers, seemed to mirror the turmoil within Kara's mind. She had spent years embedded within the Dominion's ranks, a spy weaving her way through their machinery and politics to serve the Vara'Kesh's ambition. Yet, as Valora Prime's essence had woven its tendrils into her consciousness, doubts had begun to sprout like wildflowers in her path. The memories of her childhood, steeped in tales of Vara'Kesh heritage and glory, clashed with the reality before her. Vara'Kesh's ambitions for conquest seemed out of tune with the planet's harmony. Kara had been trained to serve the Vara'Kesh's agenda, to believe that their dominion over Valora Prime was a rightful claim, a stepping stone to greater power. But now, in the heart of the planet's beauty, her loyalty wavered. As Kara walked among the towering flora, her thoughts swirled with questions. What was the true purpose of the Vara'Kesh's invasion? Was it truly for the planet's resources, or was there a deeper, darker motive concealed within their plans? The whispers of the forest seemed to carry secrets on the breeze, and Kara's desire for truth began to outweigh her allegiance. In a secluded glade, Kara sank to her knees, her hands grazing the soft grass. She closed her eyes, attempting to silence the chaos within, to hear the truth beyond the cacophony of conflicting loyalties. In that moment of quiet introspection, a memory emerged, an encounter with Vara'Kesh, hidden from the prying eyes of the Vara'Kesh, where he had spoken cryptic words of destiny and power. Kara's heart raced as she replayed the memory, dissecting Vara'Kesh's words like pieces of a puzzle. There was a resonance to his claims, a sense that the Vara'Kesh's actions were part of a greater cosmic plan. But what was that plan? And did it justify the suffering their conquest would bring? As if in answer, the forest seemed to whisper a different narrative, a harmony that thrived on unity rather than domination. Kara's eyes fluttered open, her gaze drawn to the ethereal glow of the bioluminescent flora. The tendrils of Valora Prime's essence intertwined with her thoughts, inviting her to explore the world's hidden truths, to unveil the secrets that had remained veiled for so long. Kara's resolve solidified, her path crystallizing amidst the uncertainty. She rose from the glade, her heart now resolute in its quest for answers. Her loyalty to the Vara'Kesh remained, but it had transformed into something different, a loyalty to the truth, to the delicate balance between power and beauty that Valora Prime embodied. The journey ahead was fraught with danger, as Kara knew that questioning the Vara'Kesh's motives could lead to betrayal and retribution. Yet, she was willing to navigate the treacherous path, to discover the threads of destiny that had been woven into the planet's essence. She would be a guardian of Valora Prime's secrets, a defender of its harmony, even if it meant challenging the very people she had sworn to serve. As the forest's glow intensified around her, Kara set her gaze towards the horizon, her steps guided by newfound purpose. The cosmic mists that enveloped Valora Prime seemed to part before her, revealing glimpses of a future where truth, loyalty, and the delicate dance between power and beauty would shape the fate of not just one agent, but an entire world caught in the crossfire of destiny. Chapter 13, Veil of Unrest. Amidst the crystalline spires of the Aurum Dominion's capital, tension thrummed in the air like an electric current. The council chamber, once a place of strategic deliberation, now crackled with unease. The Dominion's technological marvels cast an intimidating shadow over the assembled council members, their expressions guarded, their voices hushed. Elena Voss observed the council from her seat, her gaze drawn to the polished marble table that separated them. The recent developments had cast doubt upon the Dominion's unity, like a symphony that had lost its harmony. The Vara'Kesh threat loomed larger with each passing day, and factions within the Dominion's ranks had begun to challenge the Council's authority. As the discussion commenced, the Council members' opinions clashed like dissonant notes, their once united voices fragmenting into a cacophony of grievances. Some spoke of the necessity for military action, arguing that a show of strength was the only way to deter Vara'Kesh's invasion. Others, echoing Elena's own sentiments, advocated for diplomacy and cooperation with the Arcane Syndicate and the renegade mechanocracy. Elena felt a weight on her shoulders, a burden of responsibility that seemed to grow with every impassioned argument. She had worked tirelessly to sow the seeds of unity within the council, alongside Silas Kale's pragmatic wisdom. But the Dominion's lust for power and control had festered like a hidden gash, threatening to rupture the delicate balance they had strived to maintain. As the debate escalated, Elena rose to her feet, her voice cutting through the discord like a clear note in a tumultuous melody. Esteemed council members, we are at a crossroads. The path we choose will determine not only the fate of Valora Prime, but the legacy of the Aurum Dominion. Her words carried a weight that silenced the chamber, the council members turning their attention to her. Elena continued, her gaze steady as she met each pair of eyes. Our Dominion's power is not to be taken lightly, but neither is the planet's essence. We must remember that unity is our greatest strength, and it is through cooperation that we can weather this storm. Silas Kale, positioned beside Elena, nodded in agreement. Elena speaks the truth. The Dominion's might must be wielded wisely, with an eye towards the delicate balance of power and beauty that Valora Prime represents. We must extend an olive branch to those who seek to negotiate, and prove that our technological prowess can be a tool of collaboration, not oppression. The council fell into contemplative silence, the weight of their decisions hanging heavy in the air. Elena's heart raced as she awaited their response. It was a crucial juncture, a moment where the Dominion's destiny hung in the balance. The cosmic mists that enveloped Valora Prime seemed to hold their breath, as if the planet itself awaited the Council's verdict. Finally, one by one, The council members' expressions softened, and nods of agreement spread like ripples through the chamber. The Dominion's leaders, once divided by dissent, found common ground in the face of adversity. The realization that the planet's essence held the key to their survival and unity had begun to take root. As the council members turned their attention to strategy and cooperation, Elena and Silas exchanged a subtle glance, a shared understanding of the path they had chosen. The Dominion's crackdown on dissent and its pursuit of power had given rise to challenges, but amidst the discord, a harmony of purpose was emerging. Elena knew that the Dominion's journey toward true unity was far from over. There would be obstacles, doubts, and tests of loyalty along the way. But as she looked out across the council chamber, her gaze alighted upon the holographic representation of Valora Prime. The planet's cosmic beauty and turmoil were a reminder of the delicate balance they sought to achieve. The council chamber was no longer a place of dissonance, it was a gathering of voices united by a shared purpose. As the Dominion prepared to engage in diplomacy with the Arcane Syndicate and the renegade mechanocracy, a new symphony of collaboration began to take shape. The cosmic mists that veiled the future seemed to part, revealing glimpses of a path where the Dominion's power would be wielded in service of unity and Valora Prime's essence. And so, amidst the tensions and challenges that lay ahead, the destiny of Valora Prime continued to unfold. A destiny woven from the threads of power, balance, and the intricate dance of harmony and unrest. Episode 4. Love and Loyalties. Chapter 14, Whispers of Hearts. Amidst the whirlwind of conflict and chaos, a quiet melody of unity began to emerge. Viktor Drakon and Liora Thorne, leaders of the renegade mechanocracy, found themselves drawn together by a shared purpose that transcended the battle against the Dominion. The Arcanum Siegebreaker stood as a testament to their collective vision, a fusion of Viktor's mechanical ingenuity and Liora's arcane mastery. In the heart of their hidden stronghold, Viktor and Liora often found themselves poring over schematics and blueprints, their conversations weaving a tapestry of ideas and possibilities. The chamber's dim lighting cast a warm glow on their faces as they exchanged banter and ideas, their camaraderie growing stronger with each passing day. Viktor's pragmatic determination complemented Liora's passion for restoring balance to Valora Prime. They laughed at the folly of Dominion's insatiable greed and marveled at the planet's cosmic beauty, their words carrying a resonance that echoed in their hearts. As they worked side by side, their hands brushed against each other, igniting a spark that danced in the air. One evening, as they reviewed the Siegebreaker's progress, Viktor leaned in, his eyes capturing the subtle nuances of Liora's expression. "Liora," he began, his voice steady, "I've come to realize that our paths have merged not only in our pursuit of rebellion, but in a deeper understanding of what Valora Prime represents." Liora's gaze met his, her eyes holding a mixture of curiosity and warmth. "Indeed, Viktor. This planet's essence has shown us that power and beauty can coexist, and our endeavor seeks to harmonize those elements." Viktor's fingers traced the holographic representation of the Siegebreaker's core, his touch gentle yet purposeful. "And perhaps our partnership extends beyond the battlefield," he confessed, a hint of vulnerability in his voice. Liora's heart quickened as she met his gaze, her own vulnerability echoing in the depths of her eyes. "Are you suggesting that there's more between us, Viktor?" A half-smile tugged at Viktor's lips. "I'm suggesting that the sparks of understanding and unity we've forged could extend beyond the machinery we create." Their unspoken connection bloomed like a bud in the spring, delicate yet brimming with potential. They shared stories of their pasts, of the dreams and ambitions that had led them to this point. Viktor recounted tales of his childhood tinkering with machines, while Liora spoke of the wonder she had felt upon discovering the mysteries of the arcane. As days turned into nights, their discussions grew more personal, their laughter more genuine. They found solace in each other's company, an oasis of calm amidst the storm that raged beyond the stronghold's walls. And as their hands brushed, their fingers intertwined, the barrier between camaraderie and something deeper began to blur. One evening, as they stood together on a balcony overlooking the starlit landscape, Viktor turned to Liora. Liora, this battle against the Dominion is one we fight not just for Valora Prime, but for a future where power is tempered by the harmony we've come to cherish. Liora's heart swelled with agreement. And in that future, perhaps there's room for a different kind of partnership, she whispered, her eyes locking onto his. Viktor's expression softened, his gaze unwavering. Perhaps, he replied, his voice a tender promise. As the cosmic mists swirled around them, the embrace of destiny enveloped Viktor and Liora. Their connection, forged through collaboration and understanding, blossomed into a romance that transcended the battleground. Amidst the shadows of power and the symphony of conflict, their hearts found harmony in each other's presence, a melody that resonated with the very essence of Valora Prime. Chapter 15, Whispers of the Heart. In the midst of Valora Prime's swirling cosmic mists, where destinies intertwined and power clashed, a different struggle unfolded, one not of machines or magic, but of emotions unspoken. Silas Kale, a figure of authority within the Aurum Dominion, found himself ensnared in a labyrinth of conflicting desires. As the Council of Prima convened to discuss the ongoing threat of the Vara'Kesh and the shifting alliances among factions, Silas's thoughts drifted to Isara Talon, a bright star within the arcane syndicate. He had admired her unwavering dedication to restoring balance and peace to Valora Prime. Her convictions mirrored his own, though their paths diverged drastically. During a particularly intense debate over the Dominion strategy, Silas's gaze lingered on Isara, her determined stance and piercing gaze commanding the attention of the syndicate's members. His heart raced, but he forcefully quelled the emotions that threatened to surface. He had pledged his loyalty to the Dominion, sworn to uphold its supremacy. Yet, as Isara's words resonated in the chamber, a yearning for a different kind of unity tugged at his heart. In secret moments, Silas allowed his mind to wander to a future where the Dominion and the Syndicate could coexist harmoniously. He envisioned a partnership where technology and magic could work in tandem to restore Valora Prime's balance. But with each thought, guilt gnawed at him, for such sentiments directly contradicted the Dominion's doctrine of dominance. One evening, after the council meeting had adjourned, Silas found himself in a quiet courtyard illuminated by the soft glow of Valora Prime's twin moons. He was lost in contemplation when he heard a gentle footfall, and he turned to find Isara standing there, her presence a soothing balm to his restless soul. Isara, he greeted her, his voice tinged with warmth and a hint of uncertainty. Isara's eyes held a mix of curiosity and concern. Silas, you seem burdened by thoughts. What troubles you? Silas hesitated, his internal struggle laid bare before her. These are tumultuous times, Isara. The Dominion's power is undeniable, but the Syndicate's pursuit of liberation speaks to me as well. I've seen the potential for unity, even amidst our differences. Isara regarded him with a mixture of understanding and surprise. Unity, Silas? Between the Dominion and the Syndicate? Silas nodded, his gaze unwavering. Imagine a Valora Prime where our combined strengths bring forth a new era of harmony. Where the Dominion's technology and the Syndicate's magic are not forces of opposition, but of balance. Isara's eyes softened, and she stepped closer, her hand resting gently on his arm. Your words hold a truth that resonates with me, Silas. But the Dominion's rule, its methods of control, do not align with such a vision. Silas's gaze dropped to the ground, the weight of his internal struggle heavy upon him. I know, Isara. And that is the source of my torment. As they stood there, bathed in the moonlight, an unspoken connection formed between them, a shared understanding that transcended factions and allegiances. Isara's touch sparked a warmth in Silas's heart, a warmth that mingled with his growing admiration for her. Isara's voice was soft yet resolute. Silas, I see the turmoil within you. Remember that our destinies are woven into the fabric of Valora Prime itself. Unity may yet be achieved, but the path will be fraught with challenges. Silas met her gaze, his eyes filled with a mixture of gratitude and resolve. Thank you, Isara. Your wisdom and kindness offer a glimmer of hope amidst this chaos. As they stood there, side by side beneath the cosmic mists, Silas felt his heart stir, a heart torn between loyalty to the Dominion and a newfound affection for Isara. The echoes of their conversation lingered in the air, like a melody that held the promise of change. In the shadow of power and the symphony of conflict, a different harmony began to emerge, one that whispered of unity, even in the face of the most insurmountable odds. Chapter 16, Whispers of Innovation. In the heart of the renegade mechanocracy's secret workshop, nestled amidst the rugged terrain of Valora Prime, Kai Arden toiled away. His mind was a whirlwind of calculations, designs, and possibilities. The Arcanum Siegebreaker, his brainchild, stood before him, a fusion of mechanical prowess and arcane ingenuity. Its metallic frame shimmered in the dim light, a testament to the dreams he and Viktor Drakon shared. Kai's hands moved with precision, adjusting circuits, aligning conduits, and integrating crystals infused with Valora Prime's essence. He could feel the pulse of the planet's energy resonating through the very core of the Siegebreaker. It was a testament to the potential for unity, one where technology and magic coalesced to challenge the Dominion's grip on power. As the Siegebreaker neared completion, word of Kai's innovative breakthroughs spread throughout the mechanocracy. Engineers and strategists gathered to witness his work, their eyes wide with anticipation. The prospect of a machine that harnessed the very energy that flowed through the planet itself was a beacon of hope, a symbol of defiance against the Dominion's control. Viktor Drakon, with his rugged charisma and unwavering determination, stood by Kai's side. "Kai, my friend," he exclaimed, his voice a mixture of admiration and pride, "what you've achieved is nothing short of miraculous." Kai's gaze met Viktor's, a glint of excitement in his eyes. "This is just the beginning, Viktor. The Arcanum Siegebreaker is a testament to the unity we strive for, a fusion of Valora Prime's essence and our own innovation." Viktor nodded, his gaze fixed on the Siegebreaker. "With this machine, we can level the playing field. The Dominion won't stand a chance against the power we command." As the renegade mechanocracy's members marveled at the Siegebreaker's intricate design, Kai's mind raced ahead. He envisioned a Valora Prime free from the Dominion's oppressive rule, a world where technology and magic worked hand in hand to restore balance. But even as his dreams soared, he couldn't shake the gravity of the conflict that loomed. News of the Siegebreaker's creation reached the Syndicate and the Aurum Dominion, sparking whispers of both awe and concern. The Syndicate saw in it a beacon of hope, a way to channel their psychic abilities into a force of liberation. Meanwhile, within the Dominion's council chambers, debate raged over the threat posed by this new technological marvel. Elena Voss, her doubts about the Dominion's methods growing, gazed at the hollow projections of the Siegebreaker. "This innovation, it could change the course of our conflict." Silas Kale, still grappling with his internal struggle, nodded in agreement. "Indeed, Elena. This machine represents a unity that we've yet to achieve." As the Dominion's members weighed the implications of the Siegebreaker, they began to realize that their grip on power might be slipping. The balance they had enforced was shifting, and the consequences of their actions were becoming clear. Back in the workshop, Kai Arden watched as Viktor addressed the mechanocracy's members, his words resonating with conviction. "This machine is not just a weapon, it's a symbol of our unity and our defiance. With the Siegebreaker, we will show the Dominion that Valora Prime's power cannot be controlled." The mechanocracy's members cheered, their spirits lifted by the promise of change. As they dispersed to prepare for the battles to come, Kai lingered by the Siegebreaker, a mixture of pride and uncertainty in his heart. Kai's innovation had brought them to the cusp of something greater, a chance to reshape the destiny of Valora Prime. But with that opportunity came the weight of responsibility, a responsibility to wield power wisely and to forge a path that led to true balance, not just a shift of dominance. In the shadow of the Siegebreaker's towering presence, amidst the echoes of innovation and the symphony of conflict, Kai Arden found himself at the nexus of destiny. His inventions had ignited a spark of hope that could shape the future of Valora Prime. It was a hope built on unity, a hope that whispered of liberation and the potential for harmony in a world torn by power struggles. Chapter 17, Whispers of Compassion. As the cosmic mists swirled above Valora Prime, a new presence emerged from the shadows, a figure whose compassion and healing touch would leave an indelible mark on the conflict raging across the planet. Elara Kale, Silas Kale's younger sister, was a beacon of light in a world consumed by darkness. Elara had always felt a deep connection to the essence of Valora Prime, even as her brother rose through the ranks of the Aurum Dominion's hierarchy. Her heart brimmed with empathy, a quality that set her apart from the Dominion's ruthless ways. While Silas believed in wielding power to secure survival, Elara believed in the power of healing to save lives. In the heart of the Dominion's sprawling capital city, Elara served as a medical doctor, tending to the wounded and ailing. Her skills were unparalleled, and her bedside manner exuded a soothing calm that offered comfort to those in pain. But Elara's compassion transcended allegiance. She provided medical aid to all factions, regardless of their loyalties. Word of Elara's healing talents spread far and wide, even reaching the ears of the Arcane Syndicate and the renegade mechanocracy. Isara Talon, with her devotion to balance, saw in Elara a kindred spirit, a symbol of hope in a world torn by conflict. Meanwhile, Viktor Drakon recognized the importance of healing in the midst of war, and admired Elara's willingness to defy the Dominion's strictures. Amidst the tumult of battle, Elara's makeshift clinic became a sanctuary for those wounded by the clashes between factions. Soldiers from the Dominion, the Syndicate, and the mechanocracy found themselves side by side, all seeking solace in Elara's care. It was a testament to her unwavering belief that life was precious, regardless of one's allegiances. One fateful day, as Elara tended to a wounded soldier, the clinic's entrance burst open, revealing Kara Ravenna, a Vara'Kesh agent torn between loyalty and a newfound connection to Valora Prime's harmony. Kara's injuries were severe, and her presence sent ripples of tension through the room. But Elara's gaze held no judgment. She saw only pain and a soul in need of healing. Easy now, Elara's voice was a soothing balm as she worked to mend Kara's wounds. "You're safe here." Kara, her eyes filled with a mixture of confusion and gratitude, spoke in hushed tones. I'm a Vara'Kesh agent. Why help me?" Elara's hands never wavered as she continued her work. "Because you're wounded, and your pain transcends allegiances. Valora Prime's essence flows through all of us, regardless of our paths." As Elara tended to Kara, a hushed reverence settled over the clinic. Soldiers from different factions exchanged glances, their differences fading into the background as they witnessed Elara's compassion in action. It was a moment that spoke of unity, a unity born not of allegiance, but of shared humanity. News of Elara's actions reached Silas Kale, her own brother, and the Council of the Dominion. While Silas struggled with his loyalty to the Dominion, he couldn't deny the impact of Elara's efforts. The Council's members, once divided, began to question the Dominion's approach to power. In the midst of chaos, Elara's clinic had become a symbol of healing and empathy, a beacon that illuminated a path towards a different kind of unity. People began to rally around her cause, regardless of their faction. The Syndicate saw in her a chance for harmony, the mechanocracy admired her defiance, and even the Vara'Kesh began to question their motives. In the heart of Valora Prime's turmoil, as the cosmic mists continued to dance, Elara Kale stood as a testament to the healing power of compassion. Her efforts transcended factions and allegiances, touching the lives of those who had forgotten the value of life amidst the battle for power. She had become a living embodiment of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the light of empathy could still shine through. Chapter 18, Whispers of Retribution. In the heart of the Vara'Kesh stronghold, hidden deep within the enigmatic shadows of Valora Prime, Vara'Kesh Thorne brooded. His presence exuded a darkness that seemed to mirror the cosmic mists swirling above. Vara'Kesh was a figure of calculated vengeance, a leader driven by personal vendettas and motivations that had ignited the flames of rebellion. Vara'Kesh's past was shrouded in pain and resentment, scars that had festered over years of Dominion oppression. Once a loyal citizen of Valora Prime, he had witnessed the Dominion's unchecked greed consume the planet's beauty, leaving devastation in its wake. The Dominion's technological supremacy had become a tool of exploitation, and Vara'Kesh's heart burned with anger at the loss of his homeland's harmony. As he stood before a holographic map of Valora Prime, his fingers traced the Dominion's hold on the planet. His gaze lingered on key Dominion installations, his lips curling into a cold smile. The memory of his family's cottage, destroyed in the Dominion's pursuit of resources, haunted his thoughts, fueling his desire for retribution. His second-in-command, Zara, approached cautiously, her loyalty to Vara'Kesh unwavering. Vara'Kesh, the Dominion's grip tightens with each passing day. Our people look to you for guidance. Vara'Kesh's eyes burned with intensity as he turned to Zara. Zara, they'll have their vengeance. The Dominion's rule has gone on long enough. Valora Prime's essence belongs to its people, not to those who seek to control it. Zara nodded, her eyes reflecting both conviction and concern. But how do we ensure that our vengeance doesn't consume us as it has consumed them? Vara'Kesh's gaze hardened, his voice unwavering. Our vengeance is a means to an end, a means to free Valora Prime from the Dominion's grasp. But make no mistake, Zara, we must be careful not to lose ourselves in the process. As Vara'Kesh plotted his rebellion, memories of his family played like haunting melodies in his mind. His parents, who had raised him in the shadow of the Dominion's oppression, had been silenced when they dared to speak out. Their deaths had ignited a fire within him, a fire that would burn until he saw the Dominion's reign crumble. He envisioned a future Valora Prime where the Dominion's technological towers lay in ruins, where the essence of the planet flowed freely, untainted by greed. His motivation was not only to avenge his family, but to restore the harmony that Valora Prime had lost, a harmony that he believed the Dominion had irreparably damaged. As whispers of rebellion spread throughout the Vara'Kesh ranks, Vara'Kesh's vision gained momentum. The Varakesh's raids on Dominion installations became more coordinated, their attacks strategic and relentless. Vara'Kesh's determination was unwavering, his leadership galvanizing his people to rise against the Dominion's tyranny. Amidst the chaos, Vara'Kesh's personal vendettas were inextricably entwined with the fate of Valora Prime itself. He walked a precarious path, his thirst for vengeance balanced by the weight of his responsibility to his people. His journey was a symphony of retribution and redemption, a tale of a man who sought to mend the broken harmony of a planet while waging a war fueled by the shadows of his past. As the cosmic mists continued to cast their enigmatic shroud over Valora Prime, Vara'Kesh Thorne stood as a force to be reckoned with, a figure whose motivations ran deeper than the conflict itself. The echoes of his vendettas reverberated through the planet's essence, reminding all who heard them that even in the face of darkness, there remained a flicker of hope for restoration and balance. Episode 5. Convergence of Fates. Chapter 19, Echoes of Desperation. The looming threat of the Vara'Kesh invasion cast a shadow over Valora Prime, sending ripples of unease across the factions. The once separate narratives of the Aurum Dominion, the Arcane Syndicate, and the renegade mechanocracy converged in a crescendo of urgency and desperation. Elena Voss, once a staunch advocate of Dominion power, found herself grappling with the consequences of her choices. The Council of Prima convened in a chamber that now seemed suffocatingly oppressive. As the council members debated strategies to counter the Vara'Kesh, Elena's doubts resurfaced, fueling her determination to seek unity beyond the Dominion's walls. Silas Kale, too, felt the weight of impending doom. His loyalty to the Dominion wavered as he pondered the fate of Valora Prime. The words of unity he had spoken to Elena echoed in his mind, urging him to transcend allegiance and embrace collaboration. He stood at the crossroads, torn between his allegiance and the planet's harmony. Liora Thorne, amidst her studies of ancient texts and magic, sensed the impending storm. The Syndicate's members, once divided in their convictions, looked to her for guidance. The realization that Valora Prime's essence was not merely a source of power but a symbol of unity weighed heavily on her heart. She knew that the battle against the Vara'Kesh was not just a clash of forces, but a test of their shared resolve. Viktor Drakon, Kai Arden, and the renegade mechanocracy faced the challenge of uniting their members in the face of impending invasion. The Arcanum Siegebreaker, a testament to their innovation and vision, had instilled hope but also ignited fears. The realization that their inventions might determine the fate of Valora Prime amplified the pressure on their shoulders. As the cosmic mists swirled above, Valora Prime's essence seemed to whisper to each faction, urging them to set aside their differences and collaborate against the common threat. Whispers of unity and harmony echoed in the hearts of those who had once been adversaries, their destinies now intertwined. The tension in the air was palpable as the faction's leaders convened in a rare assembly, the first of its kind. Elena's voice carried weight as she advocated for a joint effort that transcended Dominion supremacy. Silas, touched by her conviction, rose to support her call for unity. Liora and Viktor, moved by their words, stepped forward, adding their voices to the chorus. The leaders of the factions cast aside their preconceptions and doubts, realizing that the Vara'Kesh invasion threatened not just their individual agendas but the very essence of Valora Prime itself. A pact of cooperation was forged, a bond of unity that surpassed their previous allegiances. As the factions' banners merged, Valora Prime's cosmic mists seemed to dance with newfound vigor, a reflection of the alliances being woven among its inhabitants. The echoes of desperation were replaced by a resolute determination to protect their planet's beauty and restore its harmony. The Vara'Kesh invasion drew nearer, but now Valora Prime stood united, a force that transcended the boundaries of power and magic. The factions, once divided, now fought side by side, their shared purpose echoing in the symphony of conflict. And amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged, the hope that even in the face of desperation, unity could forge a path toward a future where the planet's essence thrived once more. Chapter 20, Whispers of Collaboration. In the wake of their decision to unite against the impending Vara'Kesh invasion, the factions of Valora Prime found themselves in uncharted territory. The once separate paths of the Arcane Syndicate and the renegade mechanocracy converged in a dance of collaboration and shared purpose. As the cosmic mists enshrouded the planet, the bond between magic and machinery became more evident than ever. Liora Thorne, the enigmatic leader of the Arcane Syndicate, stood before a gathering of her fellow scholars and mystics. The ancient library, hidden within a bioluminescent forest, now hummed with a sense of urgency. The Syndicate's members, once focused solely on the pursuit of esoteric knowledge, now gathered to discuss a different kind of wisdom, the art of resistance. Liora's gaze moved across the faces of her allies, each with their unique talents and skills. Isara Talon, her close confidant, stood at her side, symbolizing the bridge between the Syndicate's ideals and the need for action. With resolve in her voice, Liora spoke of the Syndicate's mission to harness Valora Prime's energies and wield them as a beacon of hope against the Vara'Kesh onslaught. Viktor Drakon, the visionary leader of the renegade mechanocracy, stood in the heart of his sprawling workshop. Surrounded by a symphony of clanking machinery and arcane devices, Viktor's eyes gleamed with purpose. The Arcanum Siegebreaker, a testament to his faction's ingenuity, stood as a towering testament to their determination. Kai Arden, Viktor's trusted engineer, worked alongside him as they fine-tuned the Siegebreaker's intricate mechanisms. The fusion of magic and technology was more than just a weapon, it was a symbol of their unity with the Syndicate. With each bolt tightened and each rune inscribed, they wove together a tangible manifestation of their shared goals. A pivotal meeting between Liora and Viktor took place in a hidden chamber deep within Valora Prime's crystalline mountains. The walls were adorned with holographic projections of schematics, spells, and ancient prophecies. In this sanctuary of knowledge, the leaders discussed their respective strengths and how to merge them into a potent force. Liora shared the Syndicate's insights into Valora Prime's magical ley lines, explaining how they could amplify the energies of the planet to create protective barriers against the Vara'Kesh invaders. Viktor, in turn, revealed the Arcanum Siegebreaker's potential to disrupt the Varakesh's technological weaponry and give the factions a fighting chance. As the leaders spoke, a shared vision began to emerge, a vision of unity that transcended their factions' origins. The Syndicate's mysticism combined with the Mechanocracy's innovation, creating a harmonious blend of magic and machinery. The result was a strategy that harnessed the planet's essence to protect its very existence. In the days that followed, Syndicate members and Mechanocracy engineers worked side by side. Runes were etched onto mechanical components, and enchantments were woven into circuits. The atmosphere crackled with a sense of purpose as the two factions, once distant in their ideologies, found common ground. The culmination of their collaboration was a grand ritual held at the heart of Valora Prime. The Syndicate's mystics chanted incantations while the Mechanocracy's engineers activated the Arcanum Siegebreaker's intricate mechanisms. As the energies intertwined, a radiant shield of light enveloped the planet, an ethereal defense woven from the strands of magic and machinery. From the towers of the Aurum Dominion to the citadels of arcane knowledge, all eyes turned to the sky as the shield shimmered into existence. The Vara'Kesh fleet, poised on the edge of the atmosphere, faltered in the face of this unexpected resistance. Valora Prime's factions had forged a unity that could not be breached, a testament to the power of collaboration in the face of adversity. As the shield held firm, Liora and Viktor stood side by side, their differences now overshadowed by their shared purpose. The cosmic mist swirled around them, a symbol of the intertwining destinies that had brought them together. And in that moment, Valora Prime stood as a beacon of hope. A world where magic and machinery, unity and purpose, forged a path toward a future where harmony prevailed. Chapter 21, Clash of Elements. Valora Prime's skies were ablaze with the clash of energies as the Vara'Kesh invasion force descended upon the planet's surface. The once serene landscapes were now marred by the relentless march of war machines and the thunderous footfalls of invaders. The cosmic mists that had once enshrouded the planet now seemed to swirl with turmoil, reflecting the chaos that had engulfed Valora Prime. On the outskirts of a crystalline forest, the Mechanocracy's Arcanum Siegebreaker stood as a bastion of resistance. Viktor Drakon's engineers and Kai Arden's arcane enhancements had transformed the massive machine into a towering juggernaut, a fusion of mechanical might and magical prowess. As the Vara'Kesh forces approached, the Siegebreaker's cannons roared to life, hurling torrents of energy that tore through the invaders' ranks. Beside the Siegebreaker, Liora Thorne and her Syndicate allies weaved their spells, channeling the planet's essence to erect protective barriers and summon elemental forces. Bolts of lightning crackled through the air, meeting the advancing Vara'Kesh with fierce resistance. Liora's eyes blazed with determination as she guided her fellow mystics, their combined magic creating a tempest that pushed back the invaders. Amidst the chaos, Vara'Kesh, leader of the Vara'Kesh, rode at the forefront of his forces. His eyes glinted with a fanatical fire as he spurred his warriors forward, his thirst for vengeance driving him to reclaim what he believed was rightfully his. The clash of his blade against the Syndicate's barriers sent shockwaves rippling through the battlefield, the very ground quaking beneath their feet. Elena Voss and Silas Kale, once divided by allegiances, now fought side by side within the Dominion's ranks. The Council of Prima had put aside their differences in the face of the invasion, and their united power was a testament to the potential of cooperation. Elena's mastery of Dominion technology complemented Silas's psychic abilities, creating a synergy that pulsed with raw energy. The Dominion's technological arsenal, augmented by Valora Prime's essence, proved to be a formidable force against the Vara'Kesh. Beams of energy lanced through the air, meeting the invaders' weaponry head-on. Elena's voice rang out over the battlefield, urging her fellow council members to target key points within the Vara'Kesh formation. Their coordinated assault disrupted the invaders' tactics and began to turn the tide. As the battle raged on, Kara Ravenna found herself torn between her loyalty to her people and her growing attachment to Valora Prime's harmony. The planet's essence whispered to her, guiding her actions and urging her to seek a path beyond vengeance. Kara's daggers danced through the fray, striking with precision and agility. But with each enemy she felled, doubts crept into her mind, doubts that she had chosen the right side. The clash of elements intensified, each faction and invader fighting for dominance over Valora Prime's destiny. The planet's beauty and turmoil were mirrored in the chaos below, as energy, metal, and magic collided in a symphony of destruction. Towers crumbled, forests burned, and rivers ran red as the fate of Valora Prime hung in the balance. Amidst the carnage, a moment of clarity emerged. Liora Thorne and Viktor Drakon locked eyes across the battlefield, their unity transcending the chaos around them. With a nod, they unleashed a combined onslaught of magic and machinery, a crescendo of power that shattered the invaders' advance. The ground quaked as the shockwave surged through the battlefield, creating a rift between the factions and the Vara'Kesh. As the dust settled, the battlefield lay in ruins. The Vara'Kesh forces had been pushed back, their invasion thwarted by the combined might of Valora Prime's factions. The surviving invaders retreated, their ranks broken and their leader humbled. But the cost of victory was evident. Scorched earth and wounded warriors bore witness to the fierce battle that had unfolded. Valora Prime's surface was scarred, but amidst the destruction, a glimmer of hope remained. The factions, once divided, had forged a bond through their shared struggle. As they surveyed the aftermath, the leaders of the Dominion, the Syndicate, and the Mechanocracy exchanged nods of recognition. The destiny of Valora Prime was entwined with their choices, and the clash of elements had revealed the potential for unity even in the face of chaos. The cosmic mists above began to clear, revealing a sky of brilliant stars. The echoes of the intense battle faded into the night, replaced by a stillness that whispered of possibilities yet to come. The struggle for power and destiny continued, but the factions now faced it with a newfound understanding. The understanding that the essence of Valora Prime was not just a source of conflict, but a beacon of hope that could unite them all. Chapter 22, Whispers of Reconciliation. In the aftermath of the fierce battle that had shaken Valora Prime to its core, a fragile peace settled over the scarred landscapes. The cosmic mists hung low, casting an ethereal glow over the ruins and wounded warriors. Amidst the devastation, a figure emerged, a lone woman standing at the crossroads of destiny. Kara Ravenna, once a loyal agent of the Vara'Kesh, now found herself torn between her loyalty to her people and the resonance she felt with Valora Prime's harmony. The whispers of the planet's essence had grown stronger, guiding her steps as she ventured through the aftermath of the battle. Her daggers were now at her sides, but they were no longer instruments of vengeance, they were tools of transformation. As Kara walked through the wreckage, she encountered wounded soldiers from all factions, Dominion, Syndicate, and Mechanocracy alike. Their groans of pain echoed in the stillness, a somber reminder of the cost of conflict. Kara's heart ached as she saw the shared suffering of those who had once been enemies. Her journey had led her to a new path, one of compassion and understanding. Among the wounded, Kara spotted Vara'Kesh, sister of Silas and a beacon of healing amidst the chaos. Ilara's hands glowed with a gentle light as she tended to injuries, her presence a soothing balm for both body and spirit. Kara approached, her footsteps hesitant yet resolute. Liora looked up, her eyes meeting Kara's, and a knowing smile graced her lips. Even in the midst of war, compassion remains, Liora said softly, her voice carrying the weight of wisdom. The wounds we bear are not only physical, but emotional as well. We all seek a place of healing. Kara nodded, her throat tight with unspoken emotions. I was once driven by vengeance, she admitted, her gaze averted. But now, I see the folly of that path. Valora Prime's essence, it speaks to me, Liora. It calls for unity, for understanding. Ilara's smile deepened. The planet's essence is a reflection of its heart, and that heart longs for harmony. Your journey has brought you here for a reason, Kara. The Vara'Kesh may be our enemies, but perhaps they too are bound by a destiny they cannot escape. Inspired by Ilara's words, Kara's resolve strengthened. She knew what she had to do. As the sun dipped below the horizon, she set out toward the Vara'Kesh camp, determined to bridge the gap between the invaders and the locals. The Vara'Kesh camp was a stark contrast to the beauty of Valora Prime. Tents were pitched amidst the scarred earth, and the soldiers wore expressions of weariness and frustration. Kara's presence did not go unnoticed as she walked through the camp, the eyes of the Vara'Kesh soldiers following her every move. At the heart of the camp, Kara found Viktor Drakon, his gaze fixed on a map of Valora Prime's terrain. The scars of battle were evident on his face, a testament to the conflict that had unfolded. Kara approached, her steps deliberate yet devoid of hostility. Viktor Drakon, she addressed him, her voice carrying a newfound sense of determination. I have walked this land, witnessed the aftermath of the battle. We are all touched by its essence, by its call for unity. Viktor Dakon's gaze flickered to Kara, a mix of surprise and skepticism in his eyes. And what would you propose, Agent Ravenna? That we lay down our weapons and join hands with those who have fought against us? Kara shook her head. No, not blindly. But perhaps there is another way, a way to find common ground, to seek a path where Valora Prime's beauty and harmony can guide us all. Viktor Dakon's expression hardened. You speak of ideals, of dreams. The Dominion, the Syndicate, the Mechanocracy, they are not allies, they are rivals. The only path the Vara'Kesh have is the path of vengeance. Kara met his gaze, her eyes unwavering. Vengeance begets only more suffering. I have seen the scars on both sides, the wounded bodies and the wounded souls. Valora Prime's essence is not blind to our pain. It calls for something greater, something that transcends allegiance and hatred. For a moment, Viktor Drakon seemed lost in thought. The weight of his decisions bore down on him, and Kara could see the turmoil within him. Slowly, he turned away from the map and looked toward the distant horizon, where Valora Prime's beauty still shone through the cosmic mists. Valora Prime's essence, he mused, his voice softer now. Perhaps it is a voice that we have ignored for too long. Kara's heart swelled with hope. She had planted a seed of possibility, a seed that held the potential to bloom into reconciliation. The path ahead was uncertain, but she knew that she had taken the first step toward healing the wounds that had divided Valora Prime. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Kara Ravenna turned away from the Vara'Kesh camp and walked back toward the ruins. The cosmic mists seemed to dance around her, carrying with them the echoes of her conversation with Viktor Drakon. The planet's essence whispered of unity and understanding, and Kara was determined to heed its call. Chapter 23, Whispers of Dominion. Amidst the aftermath of battle, the Aurum Dominion citadel stood as a symbol of technological might, defiant in the face of the chaos that had swept across Valora Prime. Towers of polished metal and shimmering glass reached toward the sky, a testament to the Dominion's determination to maintain control. Inside the Citadel's chambers, the Council of Prima convened in a tense meeting, their expressions reflecting the gravity of the situation. Elena Voss, once an unwavering advocate for Dominion supremacy, sat at the council table. Her eyes held a flicker of doubt, a reflection of the internal conflict that had been growing within her. The devastation wrought by the Vara'Kesh invasion had cast doubt on the Dominion's methods, and the whispers of unity and collaboration echoed in her thoughts. Silas Kale, who had stood by her side in the battle, watched Elena closely, his own loyalty to the Dominion now wavering. His psychic abilities had revealed the interconnectedness of Valora Prime's factions, and he was beginning to question whether the Dominion's iron grip was the answer to the planet's harmony. Members of the council, Councillor Kale's voice resonated in the chamber, breaking the tense silence. The events of the past days have shown us that Valora Prime's essence is a force to be reckoned with. The harmony it represents is not confined by Dominion boundaries. Elena's gaze flickered to Silas, her lips parting as if to speak, but she hesitated. The council members exchanged glances, a mixture of skepticism and curiosity evident in their eyes. Councillor Voss found her voice, her words tinged with uncertainty yet conviction. Silas speaks the truth, she said, her voice carrying a weight she had never felt before. Valora Prime's essence, its call for unity, has grown louder with each battle. We have witnessed it in the alliances formed, and the collaboration between factions that were once adversaries. Councillor Sarn, a staunch advocate for Dominion control, slammed his hand on the table. Unity is a concept born of weakness. The Dominion's supremacy has brought order and progress to Valora Prime. To yield now would be to surrender the very essence of our power. Elena's gaze hardened as she met Councillor Sarn's gaze. Power without purpose is hollow, Councillor Sarn. The Dominion's control has brought suffering and imbalance. We must adapt, learn from the events that have transpired. The chamber was filled with tense silence, the air heavy with the weight of a decision that could reshape Valora Prime's destiny. Silas rose from his seat, his gaze moving between Elena and the council members. The Vara'Kesh were defeated by unity, not Dominion might, he said, his words ringing with conviction. We cannot ignore the signs any longer. Valora Prime's essence calls for collaboration, for balance. It is time to reconsider our path. Councillor Sarn's face contorted in anger, his fists clenched. You would undermine everything we have built for the sake of a fleeting notion? The Dominion's supremacy must be preserved at all costs. Elena's eyes blazed with determination as she rose to her feet. At all costs? Even if it means sacrificing Valora Prime's true potential? We were entrusted with its essence, not to dominate, but to safeguard and nurture. The council chamber reverberated with tension, the clash of ideologies resounding like a battle cry. The cosmic mists beyond the Citadel's windows seemed to swirl with anticipation, as if the planet itself awaited the outcome of this confrontation. As the council members debated, Elena and Silas stood united in their call for change. The Dominion's last-ditch efforts to maintain control clashed against the whispers of unity and collaboration that had echoed through Valora Prime's tumultuous journey. The fate of the planet hung in the balance, and the decisions made in this chamber would shape its destiny for generations to come. Episode 6. The Final Stand. Chapter 24, Veil of Unity. The aftermath of the clash against the Vara'Kesh left Valora Prime scarred and its factions in a fragile alliance. The cosmic mists, once tumultuous, now hung in a hushed anticipation. The leaders of the Aurum Dominion, the Arcane Syndicate, and the renegade mechanocracy stood in a chamber that had witnessed their previous divisions. The council table, once a battleground of ideologies, now bore the weight of a newfound unity. Elena Voss, her doubt transformed into determination, addressed the assembled leaders. We have faced the Vara'Kesh together, and in that crucible, we discovered a shared purpose. Valora Prime's essence is not merely a source of power, it is a call for unity. Our previous divisions have brought us to this precipice, but now we must embrace the path that destiny has laid before us. Silas Kale, his psychic abilities a conduit of collective understanding, continued, the cosmic mists that enshroud Valora Prime have whispered to us, whispered of the potential that lies in harmony and cooperation. The Dominion's supremacy, the Syndicate's mysticism, and the Mechanocracy's innovation, all are threads woven into the fabric of this world. Together, we are stronger than the sum of our parts. Liora Thorne, once skeptical of Dominion power, spoke with a newfound conviction. The Syndicate's purpose has always been to preserve Valora Prime's balance. It is clear that unity is the key to safeguarding its essence. Our magic, the Dominion's technology, and the Mechanocracy's ingenuity can work in harmony to protect our planet. Viktor Drakon, his eyes reflecting the weight of leadership, added, the Arcanum Siegebreaker was created to challenge the Dominion's might, but now it serves a different purpose. It is a symbol of our unity, a testament to the strength born from collaboration. Valora Prime's essence flows through its mechanisms, binding us together. Kara Ravenna, who had once walked a shadowed path, spoke with newfound resolve. I have seen the devastation wrought by allegiance and vengeance. But Valora Prime's essence showed me a different way, the way of understanding and compassion. We must rise above our past grievances and forge a future where cooperation prevails. Amidst the echoes of their words, the council members exchanged glances. The cosmic mists outside seemed to shimmer in response, as if the planet itself was observing their discourse. It was a defining moment, a moment when the factions' shared purpose transcended the boundaries that had once divided them. Elena extended her hand toward Silas, and he grasped it, signifying their mutual commitment. Liora and Viktor exchanged nods of affirmation, and Kara's presence was a testament to the possibility of change. The leaders of Valora Prime's factions had come together, bound by the essence of the planet and the realization that their destinies were entwined. As the council members stood united, the cosmic mists outside began to shift. The sky above Valora Prime seemed to brighten, as if in response to the unity forged within the chamber. The fragile alliance between the factions held the promise of a brighter future, a future where power and harmony coexisted, where collaboration triumphed over conflict. The council chamber, once a battleground of ideologies, now bore witness to a different kind of battle, a battle against the forces that sought to tear Valora Prime apart. And as the leaders of the factions turned their gazes toward the future, the cosmic mists enveloped the planet once more, carrying with them the whispers of unity and the hope that even in the face of adversity, harmony would prevail. Chapter 25, Clash of Cosmos. In the heavens above Valora Prime, a cosmic ballet of ships commenced. The stars bore witness to a spectacle of light and energy as the united forces of the Aurum Dominion, the Arcane Syndicate, and the renegade Mechanocracy clashed with the invading armadas of the Vara'Kesh. The battlefield spanned the expanse of space, where fleets of ships weaved intricate patterns of movement amidst the cosmic canvas. Vara'Kesh Sarn, his eyes ablaze with fury, commanded the Vara'Kesh armada from the helm of his flagship, the Shadow Talon. His desire for vengeance was etched across his face as he barked orders to his crew. The Vara'Kesh ships, sleek and ominous, bore weaponry designed to exploit the weaknesses of their adversaries. Opposing the Vara'Kesh armada was an alliance that had transcended their differences. The flagship of the Aurum Dominion, the Nova Sovereign, led the charge with its gleaming hull and advanced weaponry. By its side floated the imposing vessels of the Arcane Syndicate, adorned with intricate runes that pulsated with mystic energy. The renegade Mechanocracy contributed their own unique creations. The Arcanum Siegebreaker, bristling with technological innovation, held a position of prominence within the united armada. Elena Voss and Silas Kale stood side by side on the command deck of the Nova Sovereign. Their hands rested upon a console that projected a holographic representation of the battlefield. As the armadas converged, Elena's heart raced with a mixture of anticipation and anxiety. Silas, his psychic abilities attuned to the ebb and flow of the battle, conveyed a sense of unity and purpose through their connection. The battle unfolded with a cacophony of energy beams, missiles, and explosive detonations. The Vara'Kesh ships surged forward with relentless determination, firing barrages of plasma projectiles that crackled like cosmic lightning. In response, the united forces weaved intricate patterns, utilizing synchronized maneuvers and crossfire tactics. Streams of energy lanced across the void, creating a mesmerizing display of light and color. On the Shadow Talon, Vara'Kesh Sarn's face contorted with rage as his armada clashed with the united forces. His ship suffered damage, but his resolve remained unyielding. He directed his flagship's cannons to unleash a torrent of energy that streaked through space like a crimson comet, targeting the Nova Sovereign. Elena's eyes widened as the energy surge approached. With swift reflexes, she issued orders to her crew. The Nova Sovereign maneuvered nimbly, avoiding the brunt of the attack. Silas extended his psychic abilities, reinforcing the ship's shields and lending his focus to the defensive efforts. The battle raged on, each faction exhibiting a symphony of tactics. The Syndicate's vessels tapped into arcane energies, casting ethereal shields and unleashing bolts of psychic power against the Vara'Kesh ships. The Mechanocracy's creations, including nimble fighter drones and precision-guided torpedoes, targeted vulnerable points with relentless precision. Amidst the chaos, Kara Ravenna piloted a Mechanocracy fighter, veering through the tumultuous void with deft expertise. Her gaze flickered between the Vara'Kesh armada and the united forces, her mind racing with the revelation that her actions could shape the outcome of the battle. As the fighter's cannons fired, her heart surged with a renewed purpose, to save her people from the path of destruction they had chosen. In a pivotal moment, the Arcanum Siegebreaker unleashed a barrage of energy that illuminated space with an incandescent glow. The Vara'Kesh armada was caught in a storm of technology and magic, unable to withstand the combined might of the united forces. The Shadow Talon, once a symbol of Vara'Kesh Sarn's vengeance, was engulfed in a blaze of energy, its once mighty weapons silenced. As the battle subsided, the cosmic mists seemed to embrace the united armada, their shimmering hues harmonizing with the newfound unity. The Vara'Kesh armada, battered and broken, retreated into the depths of space, their hopes of conquest shattered. Elena and Silas stood on the command deck, their gazes locked upon the retreating Vara'Kesh ships. The cosmic mist swirled, as if in approval of the united forces' triumph. It was a moment of realization that the destiny of Valora Prime was not solely dictated by power, but by the choices of its inhabitants. As the echoes of battle subsided, the united armada regrouped, their ships forming a constellation of resolve. In the aftermath of the clash, Valora Prime's essence resonated with the harmonious energy that had prevailed. The united forces had proven that even amidst the chaos of conflict, unity could emerge as the beacon of hope that guided their intertwined destinies. Chapter 26: Echoes of Sacrifice. The aftermath of the battle left Valora Prime's united armada weary, their ships battered but victorious. As the cosmic mist slowly embraced the celestial canvas, the leaders of the Aurum Dominion, the Arcane Syndicate, and the renegade Mechanocracy convened in a chamber within the Nova Sovereign. The council table, once a symbol of division, now bore the weight of their shared sacrifices. Elena Voss, her gaze reflecting the toll of leadership, addressed the gathered leaders. Our victory against the Vara'Kesh is a testament to the strength of unity. But this battle also reminds us of the sacrifices that have been made, the sacrifices of our people, our ideals, and our very selves. Silas Kale, his psychic presence a conduit of shared understanding, spoke with solemnity. Each one of us has faced moments of doubt, struggle, and conflict. But those moments have shaped us into leaders willing to put our world before our personal desires. Liora Thorne, her eyes resonating with the echoes of magic, added, "The Syndicate has tapped into Valora Prime's essence, channeling its energies for a purpose greater than ourselves. The sacrifices we have made in our pursuit of liberation have bound us to this planet's destiny." Viktor Drakon, his gaze unwavering despite the burdens of command, spoke with conviction. "The mechanocracy's innovations have sparked hope and defiance, but with that innovation comes the weight of responsibility. We have put our talents to use for the sake of our world, sacrificing comfort for progress." Kara Ravenna, her presence a symbol of redemption, stood among the leaders. "The Vara'Kesh's invasion was born of vengeance and division, but we have shown them a different way, a path where understanding and unity can prevail. My sacrifice was abandoning old allegiances for the sake of a greater truth." Vara'Kesh, her compassion extending beyond allegiances, stood as a living embodiment of healing. "In tending to the wounded from all factions, I have witnessed the pain and suffering brought about by conflict. My sacrifice is the weight of caring for lives that transcend the boundaries of factions." Viktor Drakon, who had once sought vengeance, entered the chamber. His presence was a stark reminder of the sacrifices that shaped his path. "I have seen the cost of my thirst for vengeance, costs that have been paid by my own people and by Valora Prime itself. My sacrifice is to find redemption for the world I once sought to conquer." Elena's gaze shifted to each leader, her voice steady with resolve. "In this moment of unity, let us remember the sacrifices that have brought us here. Our world has endured conflicts and turmoil, but it is also a world of beauty and potential. The cosmic mists have whispered to us, together, we can create a future where harmony prevails." As the council members exchanged nods of understanding, the cosmic mists beyond the chamber's window seemed to shimmer in response, as if in acknowledgement of their commitment. The united forces had faced battles not only against external threats, but against their own doubts and inner conflicts. Their sacrifices had led them to this moment, a moment when unity became the beacon that guided their world toward a balanced destiny. Outside, Valora Prime's landscapes bore the scars of conflict, but also the promise of renewal. The cosmic mists that enveloped the planet symbolized the potential for change and the interconnectedness of all living beings. The sacrifices of the leaders and their factions had paved the way for a future where power and harmony coexisted, and where the cosmic mists whispered of unity's enduring strength. As the council members stood in reflection, Valora Prime's essence pulsed in response to their shared purpose. In their sacrifices, they had found a common ground, and in their unity, they had forged a destiny that defied the shadows of turmoil. And so, amidst the cosmic mists and the echoes of their sacrifices, the united leaders faced the horizon with a sense of hope and determination, a determination to shape a world where destiny and harmony were entwined. Chapter 27, Whispers of Redemption. Within the depths of his flagship, the Shadow Talon, Viktor Drakon stood alone in a dimly lit chamber. His armor, once a symbol of his vengeance, bore the scars of battle. The echoes of the recent conflict reverberated in his mind, but amid the aftermath, a different kind of battle raged within him, one of doubt, introspection, and the echoes of his past. Viktor's gaze fell upon a holographic display that projected an image of Valora Prime, a world of crystalline mountains, bioluminescent forests, and cosmic mists. The beauty of the planet seemed to contrast with the turmoil that had gripped him for so long. He clenched his fists, conflicted between the rage that had fueled him and the questions that now tugged at his consciousness. He remembered a time before the Vara'Kesh rebellion, when he was a younger warrior eager to prove his worth. His mentor, a wise elder named Kalis, had taught him the ways of their people, the importance of unity and the harmony of Valora Prime. But that harmony had been disrupted, shattered by the Dominion's arrival and the subsequent rebellion. As Viktor stared at the holographic image, he recalled a childhood spent exploring the planet's diverse landscapes, connecting with its essence. Valora Prime had been a source of wonder and serenity, a realm where balance reigned. His connection to the planet was a bond he had buried beneath his pursuit of vengeance, a bond that now resurfaced with an unrelenting force. Kaelus's teachings echoed in Varick's mind, his words of unity and honor resounding like a haunting melody. He remembered Kaelus's stories of ancient prophecies that spoke of Valora Prime's destiny, a destiny that encompassed all living beings, transcending allegiances and divisions. The weight of his past actions bore down upon him, and the realization that he had strayed from the path he had once believed in filled him with a sense of despair. Varick's eyes flickered with a mixture of anger and sorrow. He had led the Vara'Kesh with the belief that vengeance against the Dominion was the only path to justice. But as he gazed at the holographic image, the cosmic mists seemed to shift in response, as if beckoning him to remember the harmony that had once defined his world. In a moment of clarity, Varick sank to his knees, his armor clanging softly against the floor. The weight of his past actions and the pain he had inflicted upon his own people weighed heavily on his shoulders. He closed his eyes, allowing the echoes of his mentor's teachings to wash over him. "I have lost my way," Varick whispered to the silent chamber. "My pursuit of vengeance has blinded me to the true essence of Valora Prime, the harmony that unites us all. I have betrayed the teachings of my people, betrayed the planet itself." As if in response, a soft shimmering light enveloped him, and the echoes of his words seemed to resonate in the very air around him. The cosmic mists outside the window pulsed with a gentle rhythm, as if sharing in his moment of realization. Varick's heart, once consumed by anger, now pulsed with a different kind of energy, one of introspection and redemption. In the depths of the Shadow Talon, Vara'Kesh Sarn made a choice to seek redemption and to align himself with the true essence of Valora Prime. He knew that his path would not be easy, that his actions had consequences that could not be easily undone. But he was determined to find a way to heal the wounds he had inflicted upon his world and its people. As he rose to his feet, a renewed sense of purpose filled his every step. The cosmic mists that enshrouded Valora Prime seemed to part before him, as if acknowledging his newfound resolve. Varick's journey had taken a new direction, and he would strive to ensure that the echoes of harmony he had once known would be the guiding force that shaped his actions. With determination in his heart, Varick Sarn left the chamber, his armor carrying the weight of his past, but his spirit uplifted by the potential for redemption. The cosmic mists whispered of change and renewal, and as he looked toward the future, he knew that the destiny of Valora Prime was still being written, one choice, one sacrifice, and one moment of introspection at a time. Chapter 28, Symphony of Unity. The cosmic mists above Valora Prime swirled with an iridescent glow, casting a mesmerizing luminescence over the landscape. The united forces of the Aurum Dominion, the Arcane Syndicate, and the renegade mechanocracy gathered at the heart of the planet, their alliance solidified by the echoes of sacrifice and the whispers of unity. The time had come for a final confrontation, an ultimate showdown against the Vara'Kesh threat. Amidst the tranquil beauty of Valora Prime's bioluminescent forests, the leaders of the factions stood together, their gazes fixed on the horizon where the Vara'Kesh armada loomed like a shadow. The Nova Sovereign, the Arcane Enigma, and the Siegebreaker stood as symbols of their shared purpose, their collective strength pulsating in harmony with the planet's essence. Elena Voss, her eyes a reflection of her resolve, turned to Silas Kale beside her. Their connection was palpable, a psychic bond that conveyed their determination to protect their world. "The time has come, Silas. We face the Vara'Kesh not as divided factions, but as a united force. Our strength lies in our harmony and our shared purpose." Silas nodded, his presence a blend of authority and understanding. "Indeed, Elena. The Vara'Kesh will not be able to exploit our divisions this time. Our unity is our greatest weapon." Liora Thorne stepped forward, her eyes shimmering with the arcane energies that surrounded her. "The cosmic mists sing of the potential that resides within our alliance. Let us channel Valora Prime's essence to create a shield, a barrier that the Vara'Kesh cannot penetrate. Viktor Drakon's mechanical arm whirred softly as he spoke, his voice resonating with conviction. The Arcanum Siegebreaker stands ready. Its technology and magic intertwine, ready to face any threat the Vara'Kesh bring forth. Kara Ravenna, once a Vara'Kesh agent and now a symbol of redemption, added, "We must show them that unity and understanding are more powerful than vengeance. We must stand as a beacon of hope for our people, for all the people of Valora Prime." Elena Voss, her hands aglow with healing energies, joined the conversation. Our actions rippled across the fabric of this world. Let our unity be a healing balm that mends the wounds caused by conflict. Vara'Kesh Thorne, bearing the weight of his past and the promise of redemption, approached the leaders. His eyes were determined, his armor carrying the echoes of his transformation. "I have walked a path of vengeance, but now I walk a path of redemption. My people need to see a different way, a path of unity that leads to harmony." The leaders exchanged nods, their unity a powerful affirmation of their shared purpose. As they turned their gazes toward the approaching Vara'Kesh armada, the cosmic mists seemed to shimmer with approval, as if embracing their resolve. The battle commenced with a symphony of energy and magic. The united forces unleashed a torrent of power, a fusion of technological innovation, arcane energies, and the essence of Valora Prime itself. The cosmic mists responded, weaving through the energies and forming a radiant barrier that surrounded their fleet. Vara'Kesh Thorne's flagship, the Shadow Talon, led the Vara'Kesh armada, its weapons charged and ready. As the armadas clashed, the barrier held strong, deflecting plasma projectiles and nullifying psychic assaults. The Vara'Kesh, once a formidable threat, found their strategies thwarted by the unity of their adversaries. From the command decks of their respective ships, the leaders of the united forces directed their efforts. Elena Voss and Silas Kale shared a psychic link, coordinating their strategies with the precision of a symphony conductor. Liora Thorne and Viktor Drakon channeled the planet's essence, reinforcing the barrier and amplifying their defenses. Kara Ravenna and Vara'Kesh tended to the wounded and infused their comrades with a sense of purpose. Vara'Kesh Thorne, amidst the turmoil of battle, made a choice. He directed his flagship's cannons not at the united forces, but at a region of space nearby, the heart of the cosmic mists. The cannons unleashed a concentrated blast, and the mists absorbed the energy, pulsating with a brilliant light. As the cosmic mists responded to Vara'Kesh's actions, their luminescence intensified, weaving through the battlefield and embracing both the united forces and the Vara'Kesh armada. The mist's energy seemed to transcend the boundaries of allegiances, enfolding all who stood witness to the climactic showdown. Within the brilliance of the mist's light, Vara'Kesh's voice resonated with a mixture of determination and humility. "The echoes of my vengeance have cast shadows upon this world for too long. Let the cosmic mists bear witness to my choice, to stand for unity and redemption." As the mists pulsed with an otherworldly energy, the Vara'Kesh armada faltered, their weapons faltering and their resolve waning. Vara'Kesh's actions had disrupted their cohesion, their unity shattered by the power of Valora Prime's essence. Elena and Silas felt the shifting tide of the battle, their psychic bond attuned to the ebb and flow of energy. "Vara'Kesh's choice has changed the course of this battle," Elena said. "His sacrifice has sowed the seeds of unity among the Vara'Kesh." Silas nodded in agreement. "The cosmic mists have responded to his transformation. This battle is no longer just about victory, it's about forging a future where harmony prevails." As the cosmic mist's light bathed the battlefield, the united forces pressed their advantage. The Vara'Kesh armada, their cohesion shattered, began to retreat, their once mighty forces reduced to a disarrayed flotilla. The united armada pursued, their combined strength overwhelming the remnants of the Vara'Kesh armada. Energy beams and arcane projectiles pierced the void, converging on the fleeing ships. The cosmic mists seemed to echo with the united forces' triumph, a symphony of unity that resonated across the heavens. And then, it was over. The Vara'Kesh armada had been defeated, its threat extinguished by the combined strength and unity of the united forces. The cosmic mists above Valora Prime continued to swirl, their luminescence a reminder of the power that lay within unity. The leaders of the factions stood amidst the aftermath, their ships floating amidst the radiant glow of the cosmic mists. Their faces reflected a mixture of weariness and triumph, their gazes fixed on the horizon. Vara'Kesh Thorne, once a symbol of vengeance, stood among them, his transformation a testament to the potential for redemption. As the cosmic mists pulsed with a gentle rhythm, Elena Voss spoke, her voice carrying the weight of their shared victory. Today, we have shown that unity is not just a concept, it is a force that can shape destinies and overcome even the most formidable challenges. Silas Kale's psychic presence resonated with agreement. The cosmic mists have whispered their approval. Valora Prime stands as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of harmony. The leaders exchanged glances, a silent acknowledgement of the journey they had undertaken together. With the echoes of their shared victory reverberating in their hearts, they turned their gaze to the cosmos, ready to face whatever challenges the stars might bring. And as they stood united, the cosmic mists continued to weave their symphony of unity across the universe. Episode 7. Dawn of a New Era. Chapter 29, Resonance of Renewal. The echoes of cosmic battle faded into the hushed aftermath, leaving a world forever changed. Valora Prime's landscape bore the scars of conflict, where once breathtaking vistas now carried the weight of sacrifice and redemption. The crystalline mountains that once gleamed with ethereal beauty now glistened with the remnants of ancient spells and smoldering debris. In the heart of the bioluminescent forest, where flora had once danced in harmony, the ground now bore the marks of fierce clashes. Trees stood tall, their luminescence flickering in a mournful rhythm, as if mourning the lives lost in the name of unity. But amid the scars, new growth emerged from the fertile soil, a testament to the resilience of life and the potential for renewal. At the site of the Vara'Kesh invasion, where the soil had been scorched and torn, there now bloomed vibrant blooms that had absorbed the essence of Valora Prime's harmonious energy. A vibrant tapestry of colors, weaving together the stories of unity and victory, stood as a symbol of hope and transformation. The once gleaming citadels and towering spires of the Aurum Dominion had weathered the storm of conflict. Their polished surfaces bore the marks of Vara'Kesh weaponry, but they remained standing as a testament to the Dominion's willingness to embrace change and collaborate for a greater cause. Inside the Council of Primus Chambers, where once there had been division, now sat a united council, their faces etched with the understanding that their world was intricately woven with cosmic threads. In the heart of the Arcane Syndicate's enclave, the halls were adorned with illuminated glyphs, telling the story of their resistance and collaboration. Liora Thorne's incantation still lingered in the air, a faint echo of the power harnessed to defend Valora Prime. The scholars and mystics gathered, their conversations carrying a new tone, one of unity that transcended the boundaries of magic and technology. The workshop of the renegade mechanocracy buzzed with activity, a testament to the power of innovation and the spirit of progress. The Arcanum Siegebreaker, once a symbol of defiance, now stood as a monument to collaboration, showcasing the fusion of magic and machinery that had turned the tide of battle. Viktor Drakon and Kara Ravenna, once leaders of separate factions, now worked side by side, their camaraderie serving as a reminder that unity was the catalyst for change. Amid the cosmic mists that enshrouded Valora Prime, whispers of harmony resonated like a distant melody. The mists pulsed with renewed life, their luminescence brighter than ever before. It was as if the very essence of the planet had been revitalized by the unity of its inhabitants. The stars above seemed to shine with a new brilliance, reflecting the transformed world below. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow across the landscapes, the leaders of Valora Prime's factions stood together, looking out at the horizon. Their faces bore the weariness of battle, but also the light of triumph and hope. In their unity, they had not only protected their world, but had also woven a new destiny, one where collaboration and harmony were the guiding stars. And so, as the cosmic mist swirled around them, Valora Prime embraced its new chapter. The scars of conflict served as a reminder of the journey that had led to this moment of renewal. The landscape had been forever changed, not just by the physical ravages of war, but by the hearts and minds of those who had chosen unity over division, collaboration over conflict, and harmony over discord. Chapter 30, Echoes of Rebirth. In the wake of the cosmic battle that had reshaped Valora Prime's destiny, the once divided factions found themselves united by a common purpose, the restoration of their world and the pursuit of balance. The scars of conflict were etched into the land, serving as a reminder of the challenges they had overcome and the sacrifices they had made. Elena Voss, once a member of the Council of Prima within the Aurum Dominion, now stood among the ruins of a Dominion citadel. The Council had embraced change, and Elena led the effort to dismantle the Dominion's oppressive structures and replace them with centers of education and collaboration. She worked side by side with former colleagues, forging a new path where technology and harmony could coexist. The bioluminescent forests that had witnessed battles now flourished as a result of her dedication, radiating a renewed energy that echoed her commitment to a harmonious Valora Prime. Meanwhile, within the heart of the Arcane Syndicate's enclave, Liora Thorne continued her studies of ancient texts. The incantation she had conjured during the battle against the Dominion's oppression had left an indelible mark on the Syndicate's legacy. With the newfound unity between magic and technology, Liora developed innovative spells that harnessed both elements to heal the scars of conflict. Her endeavors in melding ancient wisdom with modern techniques breathed life into Valora Prime's landscapes, allowing the essence of the planet to flow freely once more. The renegade mechanocracy, too, embarked on a journey of renewal. Viktor Drakon and Kai Arden, the visionary duo who had forged the Arcanum Siegebreaker, now dedicated themselves to repurposing their creations. Together, they crafted machines that aided in the restoration efforts, using their technological prowess to rebuild what had been destroyed. The once divisive technology was now a beacon of unity, a tangible representation of the collaboration that had saved Valora Prime. As the Vara'Kesh sought redemption, Vara'Kesh faced a formidable task of reconciliation. He worked to bridge the gap between his people and the inhabitants of Valora Prime, striving to dismantle the remnants of animosity that had fueled the conflict. The bioluminescent blooms that had sprung forth at the sight of the Vara'Kesh invasion became a symbol of his people's commitment to healing the wounds they had inflicted. Vara'Kesh, once a leader driven by vengeance, now sought to lead with empathy and compassion, forever changed by the unity that had transformed his world. In a world where allegiances had once defined their paths, the characters' individual journeys converged in a shared purpose. Vara'Kesh, a symbol of compassion, continued her healing work, tending to the wounded from all factions without bias. Her actions reminded the inhabitants of Valora Prime that, even in times of conflict, humanity could triumph over division. The cosmic mists, once a symbol of uncertainty, now resonated with a harmony that reflected the characters' collective efforts. As Valora Prime's landscape began to heal, the characters' paths crossed once more, united by the common goal of restoration. Amid the ruins and the scars, new beginnings emerged. The crystalline mountains once more gleamed with ethereal beauty, the bioluminescent forests danced with life, and the towers that had once represented dominion now stood as beacons of knowledge and collaboration. And so, as the echoes of cosmic battle faded, Valora Prime's story evolved. The characters, once entangled in a web of conflict, had embraced unity and discovered the true power of balance. Their individual paths had converged to weave a tapestry of resilience, hope, and renewal. A testament to the strength of the human spirit and the potential for change in a world shaped by destiny. The cosmic mists that enshrouded the planet shimmered with luminescence, echoing the harmonious song of a world reborn. Chapter 31, Whispers of Love. In the wake of the cosmic battle that had forever altered Valora Prime's destiny, Viktor Drakon and Liora Thorne found themselves drawn together by more than just their shared purpose. Amid the remnants of war, their connection had deepened, transcending the boundaries of technology and magic. As the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Viktor and Liora's relationship blossomed amidst the efforts to rebuild and restore their world. Their encounters were a symphony of stolen glances, shared smiles, and conversations that lingered long after they ended. Amid the workshops of the renegade mechanocracy and the illuminated halls of the arcane syndicate's enclave, their bond grew stronger. One evening, under the celestial canopy of Valora Prime's night sky, Viktor and Liora found themselves standing on the precipice of a crystalline overlook. The stars above sparkled with a renewed brilliance, mirroring the luminescence of the cosmic mists that enveloped their world. The bioluminescent forests below them swayed gently, as if whispering secrets to the wind. "You know," Viktor began, his voice a soft melody amidst the tranquil night, "our worlds were once defined by division and conflict. And now, as we stand here, it's as if Valora Prime itself seeks to remind us of the unity we've achieved." Liora turned to him, her eyes reflecting the starlight. "Yes, it's as if the very essence of this planet rejoices in our harmony. Our efforts to restore balance have ignited a new spark, not just within our factions, but within us as well." Viktor's hand found its way to Liora's, their fingers intertwining in a gesture that felt both familiar and sacred. "Liora," he murmured, his gaze intense, "I never expected that amidst all this chaos and change, I would find someone who understands me in ways I never thought possible." Liora's heart fluttered as she looked into Viktor's eyes, her voice soft yet resolute. "And I never imagined that the leader of the renegade mechanocracy, the man driven by innovation and progress, would also be the one who would touch my heart so deeply." Their connection was as intricate as the cosmic threads that enshrouded Valora Prime, each moment a step toward a shared future. Amidst the remnants of war, their relationship had become a beacon of hope, a testament to the potential for renewal and love. As their lips met in a tender kiss, the cosmic mists seemed to respond, their luminescence pulsating in rhythm with the beat of two hearts intertwined. The world around them faded away, leaving only the warmth of their embrace and the promise of a future that was theirs to shape. In the days that followed, Viktor and Liora continued to lead their respective factions with unwavering determination. But their partnership extended beyond the tactical decisions and strategic plans. It was a bond that infused their leadership with a profound sense of unity. The renegade mechanocracy's workshops buzzed with energy as Viktor and Liora collaborated on projects that melded their technological and magical expertise. Their joint efforts yielded innovations that not only propelled Valora Prime's restoration, but also inspired those around them to embrace the potential of collaboration. Likewise, within the arcane syndicate's enclave, Liora's studies took on a new dimension. Viktor's insights and perspectives opened her mind to the possibilities of combining ancient wisdom with modern advancements. The illuminated glyphs on the walls seemed to shimmer with a newfound vitality, reflecting the synergy between their strengths. Amidst the challenges and triumphs, Viktor and Liora's love story was a constant thread that wove through the tapestry of Valora Prime's renewed landscape. Their shared moments, the stolen kisses, the quiet glances, the whispered confidences, were a reminder that even in a world of conflict and change, love could find its way and flourish. As the cosmic mists continued to envelop Valora Prime, their luminescence took on a hue that reflected the unity of the world's inhabitants. And as Viktor and Liora stood together, leading their factions toward a harmonious future, they knew that their love story was a testament to the enduring power of connection, balance, and the cosmic forces that guided them all. Chapter 32, Whispers of Redemption. In the aftermath of the cosmic battle, Valora Prime's once divided factions rallied together to rebuild and heal their world. Amidst the scars of conflict, a figure emerged, a man who had once been a staunch advocate of the Aurum Dominion's dominion, Silas Kale. With his previous ideals shattered and a renewed understanding of the importance of unity, Silas found himself drawn to the recovery efforts. He had been a key authority within the Dominion, a voice that had once resonated with the pursuit of power at any cost. But now, as he walked amidst the ruins of once proud Dominion citadels, he saw the devastation his choices had wrought. Each broken spire and scorched wall served as a haunting reminder of his past actions. It was as if the very structures he had once upheld now mirrored the fractures within his own beliefs. Silas's heart weighed heavy with regret, yet also with a determination to make amends. The bioluminescent forest, which had once been a battlefield, now beckoned with an aura of renewal. Silas stood amidst the swaying trees, his eyes tracing the patterns of light and shadow that danced across the ground. Isara Talon's words echoed in his mind, the vision she had shared of a world where magic and technology coexisted in harmony. Driven by a newfound purpose, Silas sought out Isara within the heart of the Arcane Syndicate's enclave. The illuminated glyphs that adorned the walls seemed to shimmer with a knowing light as he approached her. Isara, immersed in her studies, looked up, her expression a mix of surprise and curiosity. Isara, Silas began, his voice carrying a sincerity that was both unfamiliar and genuine, I've come to realize the folly of my past actions. The Dominion's pursuit of power blinded me to the true essence of Valora Prime. I see now the importance of unity and balance, a vision you've always championed. Isara regarded him with a steady gaze, her eyes reflecting a mixture of skepticism and hope. Silas, redemption is a path paved with actions, not just words. The scars of conflict run deep, and it will take more than an admission of guilt to mend them. Silas nodded, his determination unwavering. I understand. I want to join the recovery efforts, to contribute to rebuilding what was lost. I want to honor the unity that has emerged from this chaos, and I want to support your ideals of harmony between magic and technology. As the days turned into weeks, Silas proved the sincerity of his intentions. Alongside former colleagues who had once seen him as an authority figure, he labored tirelessly to restore the Dominion citadels into centers of learning and collaboration. He embraced the integration of magic and technology, aiding in the creation of structures that embodied the vision Isara had shared. His transformation did not go unnoticed. The inhabitants of Valora Prime witnessed Silas's redemption through his actions. The once imposing Dominion figure had become a symbol of change, a testament to the potential for growth, even in the most unlikely of individuals. Isara, too, recognized the shift in Silas. Their conversations evolved from skepticism to genuine partnership. Together, they explored the ways in which magic and technology could be harnessed to restore the planet's essence and promote a harmonious future. One evening, as they stood amidst the bioluminescent forest, a testament to both conflict and renewal, Silas spoke, his voice tinged with humility and gratitude. Isara, your unwavering commitment to unity and balance has opened my eyes to a different path. I'm not just seeking redemption for myself, I'm seeking to be a part of the change Valora Prime needs. Isara's response was measured, her gaze fixed on the dancing lights that surrounded them. Silas, redemption is not a destination, it's a continuous journey. Your actions will speak louder than words, and your dedication to this cause will define your legacy. As the cosmic mists enshrouded them, their luminescence seemed to intensify, a reflection of the harmony that had emerged from discord. Silas's redemption had become a beacon of hope, a testament to the transformative power of unity and the willingness to embrace change. And so, as Silas Kale walked beside Isara Talon, working to rebuild a world scarred by conflict, he carried with him a new purpose, a purpose grounded in redemption, unity, and the potential for change. The cosmic forces that had once seemed distant and enigmatic now resonated within him, guiding him toward a destiny intertwined with the harmony of Valora Prime. Chapter 33, Whispers of Choice. Amidst the aftermath of conflict and transformation, Kara Ravenna found herself standing at a crossroads, a place where loyalty and newfound bonds converged. The bioluminescent blooms that had sprung forth at the sight of the Vara'Kesh invasion painted the landscape with vibrant colors, a testament to the healing power of unity. Yet, amidst the beauty, Kara's heart remained torn. The memories of her past as a Vara'Kesh agent weighed heavily on her, a constant reminder of the loyalty she had once pledged to her people. The scars of her allegiance were etched into her soul, a part of her identity she could not easily cast aside. But now, in the wake of Valora Prime's transformation, Kara's loyalties were divided. She had witnessed the unity that had blossomed among the factions, the collaborative efforts that had healed wounds and rebuilt a fractured world. She had seen the potential for change and growth that came with embracing harmony over division. And within herself, she had felt the stirring of something new, a bond with the very essence of Valora Prime. One evening, as the cosmic mists enshrouded the landscape, Kara found herself walking amidst the bioluminescent blooms. The radiant hues seemed to mirror the spectrum of emotions swirling within her: conflict, hope, longing. She had sought solitude, hoping the whispers of the cosmic forces might guide her toward a decision. In the distance, she spotted Vara'Kesh, a leader who, like her, had once been consumed by vengeance. Their paths had converged during the battle, leading them to question the animosities that had driven them. Vara'Kesh had chosen redemption, a path that had resonated with the very essence of Valora Prime. Approaching him, Kara's voice was soft but resolute. "Vara'Kesh, we've both carried the weight of our past choices. We've both seen the potential for unity and the healing that it brings." Vara'Kesh regarded her with a mixture of understanding and caution. "Kara, our people have suffered, and the scars of our actions run deep. But Valora Prime offers us a chance to rewrite our destinies, to embrace a future that's different from the one we've known." Kara's gaze drifted to the blooms, their luminescence shimmering like distant stars. "I've spent my life loyal to the Vara'Kesh, to a cause that promised power and dominance. But now, I stand here, torn between that loyalty and the unity I've witnessed. Can I truly abandon my people, even if it means embracing a new way?" Vara'Kesh's response was gentle, his voice carrying the wisdom of one who had walked a similar path. "Kara, unity doesn't mean forsaking your people, it means leading them toward a better path. We can choose to honor our past while also shaping a different future, one where harmony prevails over conflict." Kara's heart ached with the weight of her decision. She looked once more at the blooms, their colors intertwined like the threads of destiny. The cosmic mists seemed to embrace her, their luminescence pulsating with a reassuring rhythm. As the mists whispered their cosmic secrets, Kara's choice became clear. She turned to Vara'Kesh, determination in her eyes. "Vara'Kesh, you're right. Unity doesn't mean abandoning my people, it means guiding them toward a path of redemption. I choose to use my knowledge, my experiences, and the newfound bond I have with Valora Prime's essence to help heal the wounds of the past." Vara'Kesh nodded, his expression one of respect and hope. "Kara, our people need leaders who understand the value of balance and the strength that comes from collaboration. Let us work together to reshape the destiny of the Vara'Kesh, to show them the potential for change that lies within unity." As they stood amidst the blooms, their decision seemed to harmonize with the very essence of Valora Prime. The cosmic mists, once enigmatic and distant, now enveloped them with a sense of purpose. The colors of the blooms resonated with their resolve, a reflection of the unity they sought to inspire. And so, as Kara Ravenna and Vara'Kesh walked side by side, their steps aligned with the rhythm of a world in transformation, they carried with them a shared purpose: to guide their people toward redemption, to honor the past while embracing a future of unity. The cosmic forces that had once seemed mysterious had now become allies in their journey, guiding them toward a destiny woven with the threads of harmony. Episode 8. Legacy of Unity. Chapter 34, Luminescent Harmony. The once divided factions of Valora Prime had weathered the storm of conflict, emerging stronger and wiser. In the wake of the cosmic battle, a new era dawned, painting the planet with hues of renewal and hope. The scars of war were evident across the landscapes, but they were now adorned with symbols of unity and collaboration. As the cosmic mist swirled overhead, they seemed to shine brighter, reflecting the newfound harmony that resonated through the hearts of Valora Prime's inhabitants. The bioluminescent forests, once dimmed by the shadows of conflict, now emitted a radiant glow that danced with life. Streams of water, once tainted by the turmoil, now sparkled with purity. Elena Voss, Silas Kale, Liora Thorne, Viktor Drakon, Isara Talon, and other leaders stood together on a hill overlooking a valley that had borne witness to the final stand against the Vara'Kesh. Their faces wore expressions of determination, but also of deep understanding. The cosmic mists seemed to gather around them, like a protective embrace, as they contemplated the path forward. "We have faced darkness and division," Elena began, her voice carrying the weight of their shared history. "But we have also seen the power of unity and the strength it brings." Silas Kale nodded, his eyes fixed on the horizon. "We've learned that harmony isn't just an abstract concept, it's a force that can shape destinies and transform worlds." Liora Thorne stepped forward, her fingers gently brushing against a luminescent flower that had sprouted amidst the scorched earth. "Our magic and technology, once sources of conflict, have merged to create something beautiful, a beacon of peace." Viktor Drakon's gaze turned to the Arcanum Siegebreaker, now a symbol of innovation and redemption. "Our creations have evolved beyond weapons of destruction. They now serve as tools of restoration." Isara Talon's presence seemed to bridge the gap between mysticism and reality. "The cosmic mists respond to our intentions. They reflect the unity we've achieved, a unity that extends beyond factions." As the leaders spoke, their words carried an ethereal resonance that seemed to mingle with the gentle rustling of leaves and the distant harmonious hum of Valora Prime's essence. The cosmic mists responded to their shared sentiment, intensifying their luminescence and casting a warm glow over the landscape. Elara Kale joined them, her hands holding a crystal infused with the planet's energy. "The wounds of Valora Prime are healing, just as our own wounds have healed through unity." The leaders exchanged knowing glances, their hearts connected in a way that transcended their previous conflicts. The cosmic mists enveloped them, forming a shimmering aura that symbolized their unity and the shared destiny they now forged. "We've witnessed the potential for renewal," Isara Talon mused, her voice like a gentle breeze carrying hope. "And we will continue to nurture that potential, for ourselves, for Valora Prime, and for all those who call this planet home." The cosmic mists responded to her words, expanding and intertwining with the luminous threads of Valora Prime's essence. The resulting display of cosmic beauty was a testament to the journey that had brought them here, a journey of conflict, transformation, and now, unity. As the leaders looked upon the luminescent harmony that surrounded them, they knew that their shared purpose was not only to rebuild their world but also to inspire others with the story of Valora Prime. A story of factions united, destinies entwined, and the power of harmony prevailing over chaos. And so, the cosmic mists continued to weave their intricate patterns in the sky, casting a radiant glow that illuminated the path forward, a path of peace, renewal, and unity, for Valora Prime and its inhabitants. Chapter 35, Echoes of Wisdom. Time flowed like the cosmic mists that enshrouded Valora Prime, carrying with it the echoes of battles won, alliances formed, and a world transformed by unity. The luminous essence of the planet seemed to weave a tapestry of stories, binding the past to the present and guiding the future. Generations had passed since the days of conflict, yet the lessons learned remained etched in the collective memory of the inhabitants. In a grand citadel nestled amidst Valora Prime's breathtaking landscapes, a gathering was taking place, a gathering that transcended age, faction, and origin. Elders, scholars, and leaders from all corners of the planet had assembled to pass down the knowledge of their journey to the next generation. The citadel's walls were adorned with holographic displays, each telling a chapter of the planet's history, a history shaped by struggle, courage, and the pursuit of harmony. At the heart of the gathering stood a holographic representation of Valora Prime, its intricate beauty depicted in stunning detail. Around it, children and young adults listened with rapt attention as Isara Talon, now aged and wise, began to share her insights. Each of us carries the legacy of those who came before, Isara began, her voice a soothing melody that resonated with the cosmic harmony. Our world's history is a reminder of the importance of unity and the choices we make. As Isara spoke, holographic images of the leaders from the past episodes flickered to life. Elena Voss, Silas Kale, Liora Thorne, Viktor Drakon, and others. The young listeners watched in awe as the events of their ancestors' lives unfolded before them. The conflicts we faced were not just battles of power, Isara continued, her gaze focused on the holographic Valora Prime. They were tests of our resolve, our capacity for change, and our ability to rise above divisions. A young girl, with eyes wide in wonder, raised her hand. But why did they choose unity instead of revenge or domination? Isara smiled, her wisdom shining like a guiding star. Because they realized that the true strength of Valora Prime lay in the harmony of its diverse elements, the magic, the technology, the landscapes, and most importantly, the people. Revenge and domination would have perpetuated the cycle of conflict. Unity offered the chance to build something greater than themselves. As Isara spoke, the holographic representation of the planet transformed, showing scenes of collaboration among factions, the restoration of landscapes, and the unity that had brought peace to Valora Prime. An elder, a former mechanic of the renegade mechanocracy, spoke next. We also learned that progress doesn't mean forsaking our roots. Our technological prowess evolved, but we used it for the betterment of our world. He touched the control panel, and holographic schematics of the Arcanum Siegebreaker emerged, alongside images of technological innovations that had revitalized Valora Prime's infrastructure. A wise elder from the bioluminescent forests of Valora Prime stepped forward. We've shown that even in times of turmoil, nature can heal and renew. The forest, scarred by conflict, now thrives with life. It's a testament to the resilience of our planet. As she spoke, holographic images displayed the forest's transformation, from scorched earth to vibrant ecosystems. Isara's gaze shifted toward the cosmic mists that shimmered overhead. The cosmic mists have been our constant companions, guiding us toward unity and reminding us of the potential for change. They've shown us that harmony isn't just a fleeting goal, it's a continuous journey that requires vigilance and understanding. The young listeners absorbed these lessons, their eyes filled with determination. They knew that they carried the torch of Valora Prime's legacy, entrusted with the responsibility to preserve its harmony and unity. As the gathering came to a close, the holographic displays dimmed, leaving the citadel filled with the luminescence of the cosmic mists. Isara Talon's words lingered in the air, echoing through the hearts of the gathered generations. Remember, every choice we make shapes our destiny. Let Valora Prime's history guide you, and let the cosmic mists be your compass on the path of unity. And so, as the sun set over Valora Prime's radiant landscapes, the generations departed from the citadel, each one carrying with them the echoes of wisdom, the legacy of a world transformed by the power of unity, the lessons of harmony, and the cosmic mists that had watched over them, guiding their journey through the fabric of time. Chapter 36, Luminescent Legacy. Years had passed since the decisive battle that had united Valora Prime's factions against the Vara'Kesh invasion. The scars of conflict had faded, replaced by a renewed world that stood as a testament to the power of unity and collaboration. The cosmic mists that had guided their journey continued to envelop the planet, casting a radiant glow that illuminated a future shaped by harmony. Elena Voss, once a member of the Aurum Dominion's Council of Prima, had become a beacon of diplomacy and change. Her vision had transformed the Dominion's centers of power into hubs of education and innovation. In a chamber adorned with holographic displays, she stood before a diverse assembly of Valora Prime's inhabitants. We have learned that the strength of our world lies not in the supremacy of any one faction, but in our shared purpose to protect and nurture Valora Prime's essence, Elena declared, her voice resonating with the wisdom of experience. The holographic displays showcased Valora Prime's landscapes, depicting its flourishing forests, gleaming cities, and the luminescent threads that interconnected everything. Silas Kale, once a Dominion authority, now stood at Elena's side. His journey from Dominion advocate to a champion of unity had been a testament to transformation. We've embraced technology and magic, but we've also learned that the heart of progress lies in understanding and cooperation, he added, his words echoing across the chamber. Liora Thorne, a master of the arcane syndicate, had woven magic and technology into a tapestry of healing and restoration. Her eyes sparkled with a quiet determination as she addressed the gathering. The cosmic mists respond to our intentions, and our intentions are clear. To nurture Valora Prime's essence and protect its harmony, she said, her words invoking a sense of purpose. Viktor Drakon, once the leader of the renegade mechanocracy, now embodied the unity he had sought to create. His creations had shifted from weapons to tools of restoration, and he had found love and partnership in Leora's presence. We've merged our strengths, proving that innovation and collaboration can bring about renewal, he affirmed, a proud smile gracing his lips. Vara'Kesh, the former leader of the Vara'Kesh rebellion, had undergone a profound transformation. His path of redemption had led him to embrace unity and healing. He addressed the gathering with a humility that spoke of a deep inner change. I once sought vengeance, but now I seek unity. Valora Prime's essence has shown me the way, he declared, his words echoing the cosmic mist's luminescence. As the leaders spoke, the holographic displays shifted, showing scenes of Valora Prime's inhabitants working together, scientists collaborating, mystics sharing knowledge, engineers innovating, and healers tending to the wounded. The cosmic mists responded to their collective intent, intensifying their glow. Isara Talon, who had played a pivotal role in guiding Valora Prime's journey, watched the scene with a smile. The legacy we leave is not just one of victory, but of growth, transformation, and the fulfillment of our destinies, she murmured, her voice carrying the weight of age and wisdom. The holographic displays transformed one final time, showing images of Valora Prime's landscapes illuminated by the cosmic mist's radiant embrace. The united leaders stood together, their hands intertwined, a symbol of unity that transcended factions. We stand at the dawn of a new era, a luminous legacy that our ancestors and our experiences have shaped, Isara concluded, her gaze moving beyond the holographic display to the actual cosmic mists that graced the chamber. As the gathering came to a close, the inhabitants of Valora Prime departed with a renewed sense of purpose. The lessons of unity, collaboration, and the potential for growth echoed in their hearts. Outside the chamber, beneath the cosmic mist's embrace, the united leaders walked together. Their paths had been entwined by destiny, their arcs as individuals and leaders fulfilled. The cosmic mists cast a warm, radiant glow upon them, a reflection of the luminescent future they had forged together. And as Valora Prime's inhabitants continued to build upon the foundations of unity, their world thrived, a beacon of harmony that illuminated not only the cosmos above, but the potential within every heart. Chapter 37, Retreat of Shadows. In the aftermath of the decisive battle, the Vara'Kesh armada had been driven back, their invasion thwarted by the united forces of Valora Prime. The cosmic mists that enshrouded the planet shimmered with the luminescence of victory, their radiant glow reflecting the triumph of unity over conflict. As the cosmic mists danced in the sky, Vara'Kesh Thorne, once the leader of the Vara'Kesh rebellion, stood at the helm of his flagship. The vessel that had once borne the weight of vengeance and domination now carried a different burden, a burden of reflection and transformation. The scars of his past choices were etched upon his face, a testament to the journey he had undertaken. Vara'Kesh gazed out at the cosmic battlefield that had witnessed their clash, his mind filled with a whirlwind of thoughts. The remnants of his armada drifted in disarray, retreating from the planet they had sought to conquer. The echoes of their defeat reverberated through the galaxy, carrying the tale of Valora Prime's resilience far beyond its borders. The communication console in front of Vara'Kesh crackled to life, and a holographic image of his mentor appeared, a wise figure who had long advocated for unity and harmony. Memories of his mentor's teachings came rushing back, as did the lessons of Valora Prime's essence. Vara'Kesh, the holographic image, spoke, its voice a comforting presence. Your path has led you through shadows, but it's never too late to find the light within. The cosmic mists respond to the choices we make. Vara'Kesh's expression softened as he listened to the words of guidance. He recalled the conversations he had shared with Kara Ravenna, once his loyal agent and now a voice for unity. He thought of the leaders who had shown him the strength of collaboration and the power of harmony. With a determined resolve, Vara'Kesh's hand moved over the console's controls. He initiated a broadcast signal that would reach far across the galaxy, a signal that carried the echoes of his transformation and Valora Prime's journey. This is Vara'Kesh Thorne, former leader of the Vara'Kesh rebellion, he began, his voice steady and resonant. I stand before you not as a conqueror, but as someone who has learned the price of vengeance and the value of unity. As his words spread through the galactic frequencies, countless beings across different planets and factions tuned in, their attention captured by the message of a once-determined rebel leader. I led my people against Valora Prime, seeking retribution and dominion. But Valora Prime showed me a different path, a path of healing, renewal, and collaboration. Our invasion was thwarted not just by arms, but by the collective will of a united world. Vara'Kesh's holographic image was broadcast alongside images of Valora Prime's landscapes, transformed by unity and the planet's essence. Valora Prime's cosmic mists are a symbol of the potential for change and the power of harmony. Today, I announce the retreat of the Vara'Kesh Armada, not out of defeat, but out of recognition of a greater truth. The cosmic mists above Valora Prime responded to Vara'Kesh's words, casting a radiant glow that seemed to embrace the planet and its inhabitants. We, the Vara'Kesh, pledge to seek redemption and reconciliation. We recognize the resilience of Valora Prime and its inhabitants, who showed us the way to a brighter future. As Vara'Kesh's message reached its conclusion, the cosmic mists intensified their glow, their luminescence stretching out to touch the stars beyond. The galaxy, once marred by conflict, seemed to stir with a newfound awareness, a recognition of Valora Prime's journey and its influence on the wider cosmos. Vara'Kesh's holographic image faded, leaving the sky above Valora Prime bathed in the cosmic mist's radiant embrace. The united leaders, along with the inhabitants of the planet, looked skyward, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and the knowledge that their journey had touched the stars themselves. And as the cosmic mists continued to weave their intricate patterns in the sky, their luminescence carried the story of Valora Prime, a story of factions united, destinies entwined, and the enduring power of harmony, across the galaxies, inspiring change and renewal wherever their light touched. Chapter 38, Luminescent Future. Time flowed like the cosmic mists, carrying with it the echoes of Valora Prime's transformative journey. The united factions had worked tirelessly to rebuild their world, each step guided by the lessons of unity and the promise of a brighter future. As the planet's landscapes healed, so too did the hearts of its inhabitants. The grand citadel that had witnessed the gathering of generations now stood as a symbol of Valora Prime's resilience and the unity that had shaped its destiny. Within its walls, holographic displays continued to tell the tale of their journey, a tale of conflict, transformation, and the triumph of harmony. Elena Voss, Silas Kale, Liora Thorne, Viktor Drakon, Isara Talon, and Vara'Kesh, the once divided leaders, now stood united as a council, guiding Valora Prime toward an era of peace and renewal. Their diversity had become their strength, their shared purpose a beacon that illuminated the path forward. "We stand at the precipice of a new chapter," Elena began, her voice a harmonious blend of conviction and hope. "Our world has faced trials, but through unity, we have woven a tapestry of change." Silas nodded, his gaze shifting toward the holographic representation of Valora Prime's radiant landscapes. "Our legacy is not just the battles we've won, but the bridges we've built, the bridges that connect our factions and our hearts." Liora's presence exuded a quiet strength. "The cosmic mists have witnessed our journey, guiding us toward the potential for renewal. Our magic and technology are now instruments of harmony." Victor's eyes were alight with purpose. "Innovation and collaboration have transformed Valora Prime's scars into symbols of growth. The cosmic mists have woven a luminescent future." Isara's wisdom resonated with the ages. "The future we forge is one of unity and shared destiny. The cosmic mists are our guide, reminding us that our choices shape the harmony of our world." Vara'Kesh, once driven by vengeance, had become a catalyst for change. "The cosmic mists reflect our transformation, our retreat from shadows. Our world stands as a testament to the power of unity over conflict." As their words wove together, the cosmic mists above Valora Prime responded with a luminous dance, casting a radiant glow that bathed the citadel and its inhabitants in a transcendent embrace. "We've learned that unity isn't a destination, but a continuous journey, a journey that requires vigilance, understanding, and a commitment to change," Elena continued, her gaze capturing the luminescent display above. Silas's voice held a note of anticipation. "Our factions, once divided, now stand as a united force, a force that will nurture Valora Prime's essence and safeguard its future." Liora's eyes shimmered with the same magic that had shaped her journey. "The cosmic mists remind us that we're part of something greater, a cosmic harmony beyond our world." Victor's vision was clear and unwavering. "In the tapestry of our world's history, the cosmic mists are the thread that connects past, present, and future, an enduring reminder of our potential." Isara's presence seemed to transcend time itself. As Valora Prime's story continues, the cosmic mists will always be there, guiding us toward the unity that defines our destiny. Vara'Kesh's transformation was a testament to renewal. "The cosmic mists are a beacon of change, a luminescent reminder that we've embraced harmony over discord." And as the Council of Leaders concluded their shared reflections, the cosmic mists above Valora Prime expanded their glow, casting a radiant tapestry of luminescence that stretched across the planet. It was a symbol of the harmonious future they had forged together, a future of unity, growth, and boundless potential. The inhabitants of Valora Prime, young and old, looked to the sky with hearts filled with hope. The cosmic mist's luminescence seemed to embrace them, carrying the promise of a world forever changed by the convergence of destinies. The planet's landscapes, once marked by conflict, now bore the traces of renewal and unity. Bioluminescent forests danced with life, cities hummed with innovation, and the essence of Valora Prime resonated with the harmony of a shared purpose. And so, beneath the cosmic mist's radiant glow, the inhabitants of Valora Prime walked forward, their steps guided by the lessons of their journey. The legacy of unity, transformation, and the cosmic mist's luminescent touch would forever shape their world, a world bound by a luminous future, forever bathed in the light of harmony. Evolutio Vitae Iterum Incipit. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed the reading of Valora Prime.